And I fucking tripped up. But it's your boy Wings of Redemption. We're back for Painkiller already, episode 102. You know, going out through the community this year, there's been a lot of drama, and the biggest drama happened to happen at the base of PK 102, and we happen to get one of the people in the drama scene in with us today. Who is our guest? That's your cue to come in.
Yeah, jump in, iFly.
Hey, well, I thought we had two guests. I didn't know who was going to.
You're the most important one. Come on.
Okay.
What?
OnlyUseMeBlade.
Wait a minute, I'm not in the business of stack ranking our guests. All our guests are important.
No. Blade is an honorary intern. You're the
Yeah,
one.
tonight I'm not the guest. I'm just
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I think we had a little bit of problem with the logistics there. But hi, this is iflyillini. What's going on?
All right. Oh, and then we also have.
OnlyUseMeBlade. Hello.
Thank you. So, should we kick right into the drama, or do you want to ask him like which part
Let's
of a
talk
mermaid
about
is
the
sexy?
No, we got to get through the question first.
You want to do the question first?
The question has to come first. It always does.
This is Painkiller 102, not Painkiller 30. Okay. Like when's the last time we did the question?
He brings up a strong point, but let's do the question. All right, iFly. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yep.
You're on a deserted island, and you have a mermaid there to keep you company and help you survive. Top half or bottom half woman?
I have had this question before, and I forgot what I answered. But let me rethink this. Top half.
While he's thinking, hey guys, somebody sent me a pizza, but this time they sent the pizza prepaid. So whoever did that, I guess thank you, and I'll be enjoying pizza during the show.
What'd they get you? What kind?
I'll read the label.
And could you tilt it up so we could see the pizza?
Yeah, I will. Beef, bacon, green peppers, onions, and pepperoni.
Now, do you have a certain pizza that you would like delivered next? Like if
You
you had
know-
to pick one?
It's funny. I would have said yes, a couple weeks ago, but I've gotten so many like pizzas and pizza varieties that I actually kind of like, them picking for me. What
I
happens
think a good
sometimes?
way to get at you would have sent you a pizza that was uncut.
Especially with the damn broken arm, that'd be terrible. But
I don't even like most Pizza Hut, Domino's, that style of pizza. I like the breadsticks. I like the breadsticks and marinara sauce. Like that's my favorite part.
Papa John's is my favorite. Papa John's has my address on record now. They won't send it to me unless you prepay. And another problem that these pranksters make is they put together a pizza that no one would really buy. Like it ends up being like a $65 pizza with every topping on there, like individually added and such. And they're just like, dude, no one does this, and they recognize it as a prank.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got an answer for the question.
What's it gonna
Okay.
be?
It's definitely top half human, because I mean, just think about the top half being a fish.
It's hideous, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't do that.
Well,
Like, I
only
just
one
imagine a
position would
trout,
really
like,
work for
gasping
me.
for air as I fuck it in the ass.
Dunk her
Exactly.
head. Maybe dunking her head, taking her from the rear, and it's
What
just a
can I
lot of
say? It's better
sacrifices.
than
to be made
Leonidas'
there.
question.
All right, shall we hit the topic of the day?
Yes,
do it.
iPlan, can I have your permission to run your video over the stream?
Yes.
Okay. Let's proceed, Woody.
Oh, do you want me to kick off the whole story thing?
Oh, iFlynn could do it. He did a pretty good job.
Say that again. Oh, iFlynn can do it? All right.
Well, we got to straighten something out first and foremost. The I Flynn thing, not good. I think Woody and I are really the only people that pronounce my name right.
Yeah, so I recognized it. It's so iFly, he's a military guy. What branch are you in?
Air Force.
Air Force, and he flies. So it's iFly. And then Illini, that's a college thing. Is that University of Illinois?
Yeah.
Yep. So I assume he went there or something, has some attachment to it, and he flies.
Correct.
So I fly
Yeah.
Illini.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
I
I gotta
watching your
sit through
video.
this. I'm
I
gonna
was
give you a
watching your
Woody
video
tip.
while I was driving to Taco Bell. So you mentioned something about like speed records or something.
I think it's an aspiration, not something
okay,
he's already done. Yeah.
That's really cool. Regardless.
Yeah. So do you want to break it down? I fly. I fly. I think that works, right, for short.
I fly. Yep, that works.
Yep. All right, bring it.
So just from the beginning, huh?
The
that what you
short
guys wanna hear?
story.
Short story.
Do it,
Okay, I'll try and
bring
make
it.
as short as possible. So, let's see. December. I'm doing the pro tip of the day for MW3. A lot of people are doing tips and stuff like that. But Raw Instinct has some tips that I find are very similar to mine, and not the way the video is put together and everything like that. So I'm pissed off because he's this huge channel and he's making lots of money and he's getting lots of views. So I contact him. He gives me his Skype. We talk on Skype, and he says, without me asking, that he'll shout out my channel. And that kind of tipped me off that he absolutely did steal these videos. Because why would he offer that to me? It's
hear
interesting.
you, but I'm often skeptical of that kind of loose proof, right? And you fell victim to that just recently. You made a video about the stealth bomber thing a month after I did, right? I
Yeah.
put my video up on November 13th. If I wasn't first, I didn't see anyone do it before me. I'm talking about stealth bomber house colorblind assist came up, and a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, you ripped off Woody! You ripped off Woody!"
Yeah.
And I mean, we talked about this before the show. You didn't necessarily rip me off. You knew you weren't first to market with the tip, but it was like, here's one I haven't used yet. We'll do our thing. I have been accused of stealing videos. There was one time, there's actually more than one time it's happened, but the one that's burning in my head right now is I did a video maybe 3 months ago about the debate on whether or not hardline and specialist are a good tip, right? So hang out with me here. And I said that hardline was not as good to use with specialists as people made it out to be, because you start off with a crappy perk, hardline, and then you don't get your third perk until a kill. Whereas when you start off without hardline, you have 3 perks, and then at 2 kills in, you've got 4, whereas you don't get that until 3 kills in with hardline. And that was the sort of the debate I made. And I just compared those two. And then
How
people
dare you.
people didn't seem to get it. The comments were filled with like, Woody, this didn't make any sense, whatever. So I made a follow-up video. And this time I built a chart, and the chart had a third option. The third option was making hardline your third perk so that you could get like the big thing at 7 still. So basically you got your perks earlier, and then you got the massive one earlier. It turns out some guy who I had never heard of before had also mentioned the possibility of that new option of the third, of the last thing that you earn being hardline. And he like said that this was his idea, that it was his thing, and it really wasn't. Like I still don't remember his name. I knew it at one point, and he says he left a comment on my video and that I removed it. And here's the core point of this. I swear to God, I don't remember moving the comment, but I'll take him at his word. I still wonder if perhaps, you know how top comments, they like time out. You know, you may have 100 votes, but someone with 14's above you just because they're more common or current. So I don't know if his comment timed out and he thinks I deleted it, or if I genuinely deleted it. One of those two things happened. And that was his solid proof that I deleted his comment. I'm sorry, that I copied his concept. And I'm like, man, like I never heard of him. I generally didn't see his video before. And when people use this loose sort of solid proof as, you know, like you absolutely copied this guy, then I'm not a big fan. You know, like if I deleted your comment, it's probably because you were a rude son of a bitch and I didn't like it on my channel. If I didn't delete your comment, then I just never noticed it or noticed this guy before. But it's not on target to use loose, like did he really copy your stuff? Did he copy the titles? Did he, like with the team art thing,
Well,
this guy's so guilty.
let me make some more points here, because I see where you're coming from, definitely. But I mean, there's other evidence as well to support the fact that he copied them. Another point is that he's on Reddit. He was obviously on Reddit because he was spamming his videos, and he talked to me about it. And then it's just like the biggest thing was this the recon drone device and how I talked about that. And then also, what was it? It's the time span between the videos is another thing, how closely uploaded they are. It was just a lot of little details. It wasn't just that he mentioned that he'll shout out my channel. And,
Can I just say something here? I mean, people, you're acting like him copying thing is something new, though. I mean, like,
No,
I
right.
remember seeing the guy when he first came out. This is like 9 months ago, and I go to Team. I'm like, dude, you know this guy's copying everything you're doing, right? And T-Mar goes, yeah, I know. But like,
Yeah.
like what really caused you to basically go ahead and be like, all right, fuck it, I'm done with this? Because at one point you seemed like you were cool with just latching onto him for a like until you got fed up with him.
Well,
Like,
I was
what
latched
was the
onto him.
mindset change?
I was latched onto him for a shout out. I kept feeding him ideas and being friendly to him. And then he promised a like. So it went from a shout out to a like. And, I felt like I deserved it. Because he took my videos and I think I deserved recognition. And he kept promising a like. And it never happened. So that's what I got fed up with.
So basically, he promised to make the thing right, but he never even made an attempt to make it right, and you'd had enough.
Oh, he kind of fucked Keemstar this week too with the same shit.
He did.
That was hilarious.
My question is this: like, why would you try to like associate yourself with this kind of player begging for a like when you seen how bad he was treating you to begin with? Like,
yeah, I've got a similar, like, I can't help but worry that some of this is, a small YouTuber feeling entitled to sorry, pizza, entitled to a shout out from a bigger one. Like, I don't know. Is it arrogant to call myself a big YouTuber? But as a guy with a lot of subs, I get constant requests and demand for shout out. People are always saying I don't do enough to help small people, which is bullshit, right? Like, PKA alone must have had 50 guests. I've done March Madness. I've done dual comms. It's bullshit. But everybody feels entitled to their own sort of personal Woody advertisement. And
Okay, but they're feeling entitled for the wrong reasons. They don't know you. They've done nothing for you. And they just expect a like. I, on the other hand, gave him tips that he used, and he stole my content. I mean, there's a huge difference between me going to him randomly and saying, hey, leave a like on this video, him saying yeah, and then me never getting it, and him promising a like for months, and me giving him tips. I mean, it's exchange of goods, really.
yeah, and that to me seems like kind of a fair deal, right? Like, if it's true that he was stealing your content, and in exchange he was going to promote your channel, then I mean, exchange of goods, right? That's commerce. That's him making it right. If he didn't do that, then I guess that was his major mistake.
you know what the thing I'm concerned about most about this whole situation? And actually I seen this in the comment section of your video, was how immature is making the COD community look. I mean, everybody seems to be separated at this point instead of an entity. Everybody's got their own little local brands and sectionings, just like Raw Instinct. He was so concerned about, watering down his like button that he wouldn't even give this man a like on a video, which is nothing. A like is minuscule in the worlds of shout-outs. And what does this make us look like as a community being taken seriously against, some of the adventure game guys or the scary game guys or even automotive or the music? I mean, it's looking at us as a whole like we're just a bunch of immature kids, fighting and stealing each other's content because we can't think of, stuff to do on our own.
Yeah. Thank goodness there's always the vlog people who sit there and hate on each other constantly to make us look better. Yeah. As bad as we are, there's always the vlog guys.
Can we have a sneak peek at what the follow-up video is? What is the next video? I mean, you can't just make a how to counter the advanced UAV easily. What's your next video after this? Can you let us know? Or
I'd say that's debatable. I mean, right now I'm just gonna start uploading content like I regularly would and go back to normal. I mean,
you know what you need to do though? I'm telling you, this is YouTube advice. Your next video needs to be awesome. It can't be. You have, I don't know, 45,000 people who don't know you very well subscribe to your channel now.
Yeah, you hit a home run, and they're going to expect another home run to follow it up.
Hook them. You can't just go on and be like, man.
Woody's advice and Wing's advice. Just don't try too hard because they're going to expect more out of you.
Yeah. Woody's try really
it's
hard
the fact. Every time I hit,
no, not that hard.
Yeah.
every time that I make a home run video, I'm worried about the next video I put out because, if you can almost cut the vein of the subscriber flow or the view flow if you put out a bad video after your good one. We're like, oh, this guy was a fluke. It's almost like a one-hit wonder when you're in music industry, I
had totally different advice.
Don't put out that good one-hit wonder, though. Come on. That's not good advice. advice, Wig.
No, I think you should
But it's unreasonable. It's like you can't expect to hit a home run with every video.
make a video that's representative of your channel and make it the best one you know how to make. That's your next video. That's
Yep.
my advice.
Absolutely, mine too.
Okay. What else was I going to say? Just so people know, I invited Raw Instinct onto the show. I originally wasn't going to have him because I was afraid he would feel piled on. And then I talked to some wiser people, and they were like, no, man, you got to give him an opportunity to talk. So he had that opportunity.
And
I normally don't I don't tell the world when I invited a guest because I like them to be able to say no in private. Like if they're busy or if they're just nervous or whatever. I don't want them to get hate for not coming on the show. But in this case, I didn't want people to think that like we held a show talking about him and didn't invite him on. So
Basically, the invitation is open. You're still welcome to come on right now if you want to defend yourself.
And it would be a really good idea because if you basically apologize and were sincere about it, this would probably all go away.
Oh, you know what? I want to give advice to Raw Instinct. I had. Oh, do you guys still hear me? By the way, Skype's
Yeah, we
recording.
still hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, silly Skype message on my screen. So here's my advice to Raw Instinct, right? You're in a situation now, you're in hot water. And oftentimes, for I think reasons undeserved, and for sometimes reasons deserved, I've been in hot water more than anyone I can think of in the gaming community. Here's what you do. First step, baby, apologize. You've made a mistake. You are guilty as hell. And I'm going to outline what you did a little better in a second here. But apologize. Your next step, you need a new market, right? The gig is up, or the jig is up. I think the jig is up on what you've been doing already. You're done, right? You cannot make a living copying T-Mart anymore. And it's especially T-Mart. We'll talk about it in a second. He copies his thumbnails. He copies his tags. He copies all sorts of stuff. And he aspires to be like T-Mart Lite or trick people into thinking that this is going to be a T-Mart video. That's over. That business, that door is closed. You got to stop that, or it's going to be worse than a fake nuke. Next, make a good video that isn't easily hateable. Share some part of yourself. I don't know, and come out with something new. Talk about who you are and why you're not the dirty scumbag that the community has painted you out to be. That is your move. Apologize, never do it again, and make a video that shows your good side. That's the next step.
Some Wings advice: look up Captain Sparkles. He did a better job than you at doing what you're doing.
I don't think that. I don't co-sign on that thought right there.
Wings advice.
Captain Sparkles pretty much copied Scene Anders to a T, but he did it in his own style.
He's done more than that, though. Like in his music videos.
I understand he's done more than that at this point, but he launched his channel by copying Scene Anders. You can't deny he didn't do it, but he once he got on his own feet and he actually got the fan base, he kind of faded off into his own direction while Scene Anders did something over here. And not to mention, Raw Instinct has something against him. I'm gonna use a Kyle term here. He has a very punchable face.
That's not a Kyle term. That's a term. He's been using it for years.
It's a punchable. I've never heard that before.
With a punchable face.
Yeah, yeah.
I have.
Face, definitely. Like whenever you see somebody with like a baby face, it's all kind of scrunched up. That's a punchable face. It looks soft.
Do you guys notice that you're talking about Raw Instinct in the past tense? Like,
are we?
My opinion.
I know you don't mean to, but it kind of like I just kind of picked up on that.
It's probably because our words are transcending what we're actually thinking. Like, how can you rebound from this? This is a tough one to rebound from. This is a G unit rebound right here. This is
do it.
But that's what I'm saying. G unit never rebounded. And also, can I? Okay, I don't know how to say it. Was it I fly? I'm sorry. What is it?
I fly.
That's fine.
I don't know if you were here at the very beginning. So it's I fly Illini. Illini is a college thing, and I fly is a pilot thing. So I fly Illini, or just I fly.
Yep. Anyway, as you were saying.
I think we might have tech issues right here.
You're having.
That's
You're
better
not
now?
live.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Go ahead, Blade.
I'm still live.
All right, Blade might need a second. For those who have no idea what happened, we haven't really covered it yet. And let me just go on for a couple seconds. Raw Instinct is essentially a reply girl. And these are the things. He copies T-Mart's titles. He copies T-Mart's tags. He copies T-Mart's thumbnails. And by doing this, you know when you watch a YouTube video, on the right-hand side it has all these associated videos? By copying everything there is to do with T-Mart in particular, he makes his videos get associated with it, and then he designs his thumbnails to blend in. Like, a lot of people have distinctive thumbnails. Like, a lot of my videos have like a blue background and like wooden orange text on them.
Right.
And if you see that thumbnail, you kind of instantly know, like, oh, this is a Woody video. This is what it's about, right? It's like a brand, if you call it that. White Boy has a couple different ones, but if you see his face on it, or if you see that like rainbow background with text in the front, you instantly know, like, oh, this is a White Boy video. Like, it tells you something. This is what the game will be. This is who made the video, etc. And if you see it and it's like green with kind of a yellow glow, that's a T-Mart video. And he completely copied everything that like T-Mart's look and feel in an effort to sort of blend in and sort of camouflage his tip videos in with T-Mart. It's a reply girl tactic.
Here's the thing about the reply girls. I used to, like, in my head, I was thinking, like, maybe, just maybe, she's pretending to be this stupid and vapid as part of a joke, like we're all supposed to get. And I'm stupid if I don't laugh at that. Mm-hmm. But I spoke to one of them once. Nope, they're retarded.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, they're clever, though. Like,
they're as clever as, like, a kid who shows another kid how to set stuff on fire with a lighter. Yeah, you learn to use a lighter, but...
They figured out something about YouTube. Like, this is not meant to be a negative thing, right? But I think a lot of other YouTubers noticed that White Boy mastered the YouTube system before anybody else did, right? Like, capital titles, attention-grabbing thumbnails, I don't know, like, what gets you on the homepage, that sort of thing. Like, White Boy, one of the reasons he did so well in 2011 was that he was better at YouTube than everyone else in the community, right? He was just really good at using the system. I would almost be willing to say that in 2011, White Boy deserves some sort of award for, like, best YouTuber. Because
I think percentage-wise, I would say that just because of his actions, like, he improved vastly faster than anyone else.
Yeah. Like, everybody else was just uploading with, like, default thumbnails, random titles, whatever. They're not doing this sort of thing.
I'm going to make an analogy with that, though. Like, White Boy figured out, like, the most overpowered, try-hard setup for YouTube, and all of us were just playing normal. That's pretty much what happened. Like, and so it kind of sucked to play in the same lobby with him, but, he did what he did.
Does that make sense? Can sign. Yeah, you know what? I'm willing to co-sign on that. And and it was hard to play in the same lobby. Yeah, exactly. But what Raw Instinct has done is a different sort of thing, and I think it's dirtier than we've ever seen before, right? Like, trying to trick you into thinking that he's somebody else is a lot different than trying to grab your attention and make you enjoy your video.
Yeah, it's the difference between wanting to appear in the related videos of Philip DeFranco and trying to be Philip DeFranco. Like, video and saying, I'm Philip DeFranco. You're lying.
And someone put White Boy's hair is better. That is just ridiculous. Get blocked,
dude,
bitch.
White Boy owns your hair.
Dude, well, get out of here. I don't know who that girl was he had in that one photo.
Shrinks into the corner when it sees White Boy's hair.
It does not. Dude.
Your hairline literally recedes when it sees White Boy's.
This is 2012, and I have already washed my hair. I'm not sure White Boy can say the same.
Oh, my God.
You don't wash your hair, like, every week?
I wash it every day, but I'm just teasing White Boy.
You can't wash it every day, dude. You'll lose the oils.
Oh, this is interesting.
Wait a minute.
You don't wash your hair daily?
No, you wash your hair about every 2 to 3 days.
The truth about Wings of Redemption.
I think if you're African American, that would be a standard practice, because they can't lose the oils or their hair goes all crazy. But for white people, we wash it every day.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
I don't
Wings,
know
are you
if noticed,
black?
but I'm not really a hair master here.
You're like, no. I have to wash mine a third less than you do because I have a third head of the hair.
I don't even have hair at all right now.
Oh my god.
What was I gonna say? I lost my
But
train
no,
of
I've always
thought.
always been told to wash it like every other day or every third day.
But in my case, like if I have the oils in my hair that you speak of, that's usually a negative thing. Like
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan
'Cause I
of
always
my
always
hair
heard that
oily.
it almost takes the color out of your hair if you wash it too often.
My hair right now, by the way, like I
That's
didn't.
the same thing as people saying I only brush my teeth every other day because I don't want to fuck them up. Like that's the same kind of idea.
But the difference is your teeth have stuff on it that can degrade the enamel. You drink acidity drinks and stuff like that. I mean, I guess like if you worked out all the time, you'd wash your hair every day. But like if you're sitting in an office,
This
whatever.
my hair. I didn't like do anything to it today. This is pretty much my hairstyle when I roll out of bed.
But also, when you take a shower, do you just go in there and wash and then be like, hair? Not today.
I usually don't have hair though, Blade.
Okay,
I usually
well,
just take soap and run over the top of my head.
I like that, dude. If I was a pro athlete, that's absolutely how I would run my hair. Like I would just not bother with this nonsense. The only reason I have hair is like
Dude,
for social
haircuts are
acceptability.
cheaper because you just get it shaved.
You can do it solo, baby. I can shave a head.
You could just throw soap over it with a rag when you're washing your
Dude, this is
face.
stupid.
Yeah. What is with the herbal essence commercials? Do they still have those where the women gasm by putting on hair soap?
Yes, they do.
I don't really get that. Like I tried herbal essence and nothing
It's a
happened.
miracle what lighting and a fan will do to a woman's hair to make it look luxurious.
I use herbal essence. I didn't even get it chubby. Just throwing that out there.
You didn't get your dick hard in the shower?
Nothing. Not even a semi conversation stopper.
I always had a question. I mean, this is a little off
You
topic.
always
though.
had a question about my semi. Go on.
Yeah, I do have a question. Have you ever fought a guy with like a semi chub?
No.
Would that affect your fighting skills at all?
It would, I think. I,
Because I
can
was
you
thinking about
imagine
this. I
that?
listened to the radio the other day, and this guy goes, guy calls in. He asks for advice. He was like, "Yeah, man, there's a peeping tom in my neighborhood, and he's staring at old women and shit, and beating his dick." And the guy's like, "Should I beat him up?" And he's like, "Yeah, dog, beat him up. You ever fought with a semi chub? It's hard." I was like, "What fighting with a semi chub would be like?"
I don't know. I think I'd be like, dude, you're fully torqued. When that thing goes down, you and I are going at it.
What would you be like if you had to sucker punch a guy with his dick in his hand looking in a window? Like, how would you engage that fight? How you control that engagement, Woody?
I think honestly, if he was looking through a window like that, I think I'd just go straight for the rear naked choke.
Oh, you
Take his
just
back, choke him out.
What if you like turned around and got his shit all on your thigh and mess?
Oh man.
That's the price you pay for choking a guy out. I've never done it with two women at once, and but I talked to a guy who did. No, I talked to a guy who doubled up on a girl, and I was like, but doesn't it like your junk touch and like things get all mixed up and together? And he's like, yeah, get over it. If you're gonna double up on a girl, you're gonna have to overlook the occasional.
Smack the beanbags.
Yeah, if the beanbags touch. Get over it. It doesn't make you gay. She's the one getting your attention. So.
It's messed up.
Dude, Olympic boxing. Have you guys followed that at all?
I have followed
Not
zero
at
of the
all.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Dude, all right.
Same.
Boxing is the most corrupt sport I can think of. And people say it, and it's like, whatever. But, like, it is crazy fixed. Judges are bought, and a boxing referee just got expelled from the Olympics. And here's the deal. One boxer knocked out the other boxer 6 times in one round. And, yeah,
That's
and he didn't...
awesome. That's
and
bug
he-
stomping. That's
Dude,
what
he
that
didn't
is.
even stop the fight. And then one of the judges scored it for the other guy. He's like, yeah, he gave it to the guy that got knocked down 6 times in a fight. In a round, I mean to say. And he's still like,
In 3 like a TKO or something?
I know in pro boxing it typically is. The rules are different every bat, like it's part of the contract negotiation, but typically there's a 3 knockdown rule. In Olympic boxing, I can't tell you that I know the rules very well. But dude, I like boxing, right? I like MMA more, but I enjoy the sport of boxing, and I hate that I can't
So
trust
so
it
the
or
Olympics are
watch
playing the cop rules, you know. I broke my hand on his face, so that's assaulting a cop.
it. Yeah.
He
Oh,
punched me
there's
right in the fist with his face.
They claim the most corrupt sport is soccer in the chat. What do you think? Soccer got anything going on?
I don't know. I think boxing
It's
is because
football, sir.
if somebody came up to me in boxing, like, look here, I'm gonna give you $500,000. All you got to do is fucking fall when you get hit. I'd be like, sign me the fuck up.
Would you say 500?
Yeah, $500,000. Let's say I was like,
Oh, 500,000. Yeah,
like-
well, me too.
yeah.
So
it's
here's the question, Wings. For 500,000, would you go down on a guy?
yes,
All right. 50,000.
consider it.
All right.
Damn.
See what's your price, man? 10 grand.
I would for 50,000 in a second.
I'd probably still consider it at 10 grand. And you know, a lot of people out there are like, ooh, that's gay, that's gay, that's gay. I mean, 10 grand can buy a lot of fucking mouthwash.
All right, dude. I got $900 in a semi. Let's
No.
call-
I think 10 grand would be the 10 grand would be the
Oh, not to laugh. I'm wondering how low he'll go. Like, you're getting close to the point where someone in the audience is gonna pay.
For people shouting copyright, this is all under the Machinima umbrella, so I can actually put this on my stream.
What are you putting on?
I'm just showing some of T-Mar's videos versus Raw Instincts.
I don't think that makes... No, that's not how copyright works.
No, but see, once you upload a video under Machinima's umbrella, it's Machinima's property.
No, it's not.
Nope.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
I absolutely promise you this is something I'm an expert in, and that is not true.
Yep. Not true. Those are your videos. At any point, you can tell them, take this video down, take that video down.
Absolutely. It's actually one of the competitive advantages that differentiates Machinima from some of the other networks. With some networks, they own your videos, and if you were to ever switch from, I don't want to name them, but I'll say like unnamed network to Machinima, you would lose your entire inventory. But with Machinima, you know, like if your contract runs out or something and then they're not the best deal on the table, you can switch from Machinima to whatever and still own your inventory of videos.
Mm-hmm.
My contract says nothing like that.
Oh, dear.
If you talk to him, I bet that you'll find out.
Okay,
That's
so
true.
remember, when was this? This was a while ago, but remember when we had the kid on Painkiller already, and we were just like, F it, let's give you a shout out, right? And the kid-
iFlux
Oh, yeah.
HD, right? There's something
Well, I'm
like
trying
that,
to-
Flux
trying to
HD?
remember his-
He was
what
young?
it?
Flux HD?
Yeah, okay.
He was
So,
young, right? Mm-hmm.
That person got the shout out or whatever, and then like he had this big boom, right? And somehow
Can I interrupt you?
people were mad about that, which was a little silly.
Yeah!
But I think one issue that's arising from this whole situation that happened this last week is iFly. Sorry for talking to you in third person, but like I think you're going to be known for the longest. There's going to be a long period of time where you're going to be known because of this thing and not because of your content.
That's why
And
your
I'm
next
wondering,
video
like,
needs
how
to be
how
awesome.
that's going to work out. You know what I mean?
That's where the
Yeah.
home run thing came in. He needs to hit another home run.
Well, I mean, it's going to be hard to top this video,
God damn
obviously. As far as my content goes, I mean, I'm going to just keep doing what I'm doing. I mean, that's all I've got.
You're just going to call out on somebody next? Like, Wings of Redemption is a liar, a cheat, and a thief. It could be a whole series. Like,
You'd be sadly mistaken. You have to go through all my fucking videos. I got called out for like stealing one time, and it was by some dude because I used like the first, 30 seconds. I watched 30 seconds of his video, and then I did the same topic, but I worded it completely different.
Dude, I got called out once on a similar... I watched somebody's video. It was a gaming video, and he talked about his first girlfriend. And I was like, oh, I should talk about my first girlfriend, too. And it was like 3 days later when I decided to sit down and I actually use that topic. So I went on YouTube and I searched for the person to figure out, I wanted to give them some sort of credit. Like, hey, this was inspired by so-and-so. And when I searched for it, I found I don't know how many, dozens of videos about people saying, hey, this is what my first girlfriend was like. And I'm like, I give up. I don't remember which one of these is the one that I saw. I tried for a little bit. I watched them. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Whatever. I did my first girlfriend video, and it eventually led to the Road to Woody's Wife series. And I got called out from some guy who's like, "You fucker! You stole my video! How dare you talk about your first girlfriend? I'm the first girlfriend guy." And it's like, really? I'm not talking about your first girlfriend. I'm talking about mine. You get called out sometimes, and it's
You
undeserved.
get called out all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, so and so's already done this video. I'm like, do you think I really sit there and look through the thousands upon thousands of YouTube gaming videos to make sure nobody's done this before I decided to do it? Technically,
Right.
we're all copying from Blame Truth.
Sort of. Oh, and that leads to another thing, like this idea of like what kind of copyright it is, right? Like I don't. Some ideas are groundbreaking enough that I think they deserve a little bit of space. You know, like I can't think of one off the top of my head, but right, if you were to do something brand new, like a weekly car repair series or something, and tie it into DayZ, I don't know, then shucks, let's do that. Let's say it was DayZ, right? And you showed like a helicopter part, and then you went to an airport and showed people the real life thing and what its function was, and then you just did that with like DayZ vehicle repair for the next month.
You've copied
That
that
idea-
against Russia.
That idea belongs to you for a while, right? That is an original concept that you can't just straight up rip off. On the other hand, if I play a game like Lollipop Chainsaw or something, and then you also play that game, dude, I don't own the market. Like that's a copy. That's an okay to copy idea. Holiday Doc once reached out to me because people don't think of me as the tip guy, but I was the first guy I know of to give tips outside of full gameplay. So I uploaded like a 2-minute video or a 1.5-minute video that gave a gameplay tip, and I was like, I don't know if this is a good idea or not, and my subs really liked it. They're like, I think it's cool not to have to watch a 12-minute video to get one little nugget from it. And Holiday Doc reached out to me, and he was like, is it okay if I copy that? Can I do something like a quick tip? And I was like, dude, of course, right? That idea is not something that you get to own, you know? Giving a tip in a video, that's open season. And anyway, some ideas deserve time before they're stolen, and some ideas can immediately be stolen. That's my take on it.
I mean, what it sounds like, and I didn't even know this until I watched like the iFly video, was that he was, it wasn't coincidence. There's too many coincidences, and it's obviously copying it. But like if someone wants to do gun game humiliations, they can do a better job of me. Go for it. How many top 5 plays do we have for in the Call of Duty community? Like
There was 3 when I started. There was COD Multimedia. There was
Hutch did his thing.
yeah, the thing. Watch This Gaming.
yeah,
And then who was the third one?
Top Notch
Optics was
Hazard.
theirs.
Hazard Cinema. Whatever happened to Hazard Cinema?
They're still
I don't
doing
know.
their thing. It's just they're not. This would be a good time for me to address this, even though it's not that big of a deal. They are still doing their thing. It's just that they just don't care for Modern Warfare 3, and they weren't getting clips in, so they just don't do the top plays for Modern Warfare 3.
They used to be like a PS3 only channel. I remember that. How many people remember that shit?
I remember that. Started with
That motherfucker
PS3 and
did a raw
PC.
instinct on me. He promised me like a YouTube background way back in the day for like a shout out. I gave him a shout out. Never got my motherfucking YouTube background. I'm still waiting on that motherfucker.
Oh
I
well.
haven't took your video down yet.
You notice we lost iFly.
Sounds like a little kid's on the mic.
Who has a small child?
Microphone.
Oh,
Is that
there you
Colin?
go. Yep.
My headphone. Bra short.
Wait, what's going on right now?
I have no clue. Is Woody? I'm not looking at Woody's stream. Is it somebody?
Yeah, I know. I
punching
gotta
him?
pull up Woody's stream.
The fuck?
Like, what if we haven't been watching Woody's stream and something horrible's happened to him, and now Colin's taking over the show? It's a possibility.
What did he say? Anything?
He said he had an idea about something.
Oh, right. Colin. All right. Ooh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, what were you talking about while I was gone?
We were talking
didn't know
about if
you
you
were
were
gone.
bludgeoned to death or something.
Oh, someone sent a pizza to the house, and the pizza charity fund is empty, so we sent them away.
What? All right.
It is.
What was the? Where do we need to send the pizza charity money to?
I'll look for it. I'll look for it. I'll put the link in the description in a second. It was $200, but they're about $25 a pizza, and they all were
Get through
bought.
that much pizza?
Dude, yeah. And some of them are more expensive too. Like people think it's funny to like. I
Really
don't
load
know.
up the toppings.
Yeah, like the more expensive the order, the funnier it is, or something like that. And
See, that's silly. It should be the more pizzas at once. The better. Because if you
What
send
happened to
50
iFly?
to the guy's house,
Oh, he
all
got
of a sudden he's got
disconnected.
50 pizzas. What's he gonna fucking do with that? But you gotta have a long-winded story about how it's for like
You
a
got-
picnic or.
Come on, Kyle. You got to put the Mentos motherfucking break on that. You got to play it all smooth. What you do with that with 50 pizzas is you invite all the subs in the area over for a pizza party.
That would be a horrible idea, because then all of those other people now know his address and are going to send more pizzas.
Yeah.
Then you just turn them away.
Anyway, I added the pizza chip-in thing to the description. Dude, we got $230 total, so maybe there's room for one more pizza now. But most of the donations are in like tiny increments. Like everyone's donating like a quarter. It's like, you want to say it adds up, but it adds up to like $6. Like it doesn't really add up that far. But whatevs. Anyway, we got some pizzas. I'm still working on this one. Where was I? I don't know.
If
So-
anybody wants to send free shit, I'm up for getting free shit.
Dude, you know what I got that actually made me feel good?
What?
I have it right next to me. I got a get well card for my broken hand, which was kind of cool. At this moment, someone is thinking about you. Hey Woody, hope your hand gets better soon. And then he says more. But yeah, so that was a cool thing. Oh, I broke my hand, but it's getting way better. I can move my fingers and it doesn't hurt all the time constantly anymore. It used to hurt to have a pulse, and that sucked.
How'd you end up breaking your hand again?
Doing gay stuff. I was wrestling with Joe Lozon and FPS Russia, I think. And anyway,
Yeah, you shouldn't have fucked with FPS Russia. He probably broke that hand right in half, didn't he?
he did.
What'd you do, try to punch him in the ribs or something?
I tried to punch him, and he karate chopped it in midair. Where's iFly? How come he's not calling back in?
It says in the chat he got in like our Skype chat. It says that he got disconnected, and I've been I keep on getting disconnected too. I don't know. I think.
But you just come right back on your own, right? Or
yeah, it takes a minute, but it'll come back.
Oh,
Like I'd
well,
ask a question and then I'd go offline. Like it's frustrating.
well, I've re-added him, so he should be here soon.
FPS Russia wrestled Russian bears in his childhood. You thought you could punch him?
Dude, for a while, it hurt to extend my fingers. It hurt to have a pulse. Like, that really sucked. Like, you could feel your heartbeat in terms of pain, just like pulsing. But it's getting better now, so that's a good thing.
I got a question. You guys
Yeah.
might know this better than me. All right. I'm about to go buy 2 gym passes,
Okay.
and I
2?
want to be able to videotape myself at the gym. How's the way to propose that? Do I just go up straight like, look here, I'm going to buy these gym passes on one condition, that I'm allowed to videotape myself?
Yeah, just go to the
Maybe-
manager.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt it's going to be a huge deal, but like, I don't want the term "no" to be used at the local gym and have to go like to the beach to go to a gym.
I hear
Why,
you.
why are you buying 2 passes?
Well,
Well, I was-
in case I want to bring somebody with me from time to time, because
So-
going to the gym by yourself sucks.
That's YouTube money right there, right? Like, I'm going to buy 2 gym passes just in case I ever want to have a friend. Like, you're just rolling deep, man.
Well, it's not like it's like $200 a year. But like sometimes I'd want to bring my brother. Sometimes I'd want to bring like Bastard Brooke, just so I can look here. I have a gym pass. Come on.
Why don't you just get a super workout on like the Kinect or the PlayStation Move and live stream it?
Because that would not be motivation. Motivation is I'm out the house. I'm here. I might as well work out. If I was at my house on the fucking Wii, I could put it off. Be like, all right, well I got other shit to do right now. I'm just going to do this later.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying about Blade. You know about fat people motivation.
Mm-hmm. Could write the book on it, but I'm too lazy.
It's an incredible line.
Oh man, no, I totally know. There's a gym in my apartment complex, and I don't go as often as I should. So, whatever, it'll happen. Yeah, I think I might be getting DDoSed, guys. I think I know that's not like good to say, but
I don't know if this is good to announce, but this is a different Skype than you normally use, isn't it?
no, this is my regular Skype.
Oh, this is your standard one. All right, because I know
Yeah,
that you
what happened with that one was I got Skype on my iPhone because my computer was in the shop, and I didn't remember my login information, so I just had to make a new account. And
Oh, I had invented this whole story in my head where it kind of got out, and Keemstar suggested that for the podcast you make another and all that. Not the case.
not the case. No,
I have a topic.
Let's do it.
go for it.
All right. We've all been in this YouTube game for a year or more right now, right? Correct?
Correct.
All right.
Or,
Is there any
yeah.
video that you've done that you went back to and felt ashamed of it?
Ashamed?
Ashamed. Like, you would not like this video if you were a subscriber.
I can think
No.
off the top of my head of saying things that I regret, right? Like, oh my gosh, recently the Batman thing. Like, I did this video, and the core message of it was, like, the world is not this horrible place you're making it out to be. The things that happen in Colorado could easily happen all the time, but they don't because, you know, the world is a better place than the media is making it out to be. And at one point, I had this slip of the tongue, said something stupid. I wish I could take that back. And then there's other stuff I wish I could take back for other reasons, like it. Yeah, I'm going to do it again because I'm stupid. But on PKA one time, I mentioned that if my wife ever catches me jerking it, she has to finish me orally. Like, you just leave me the F alone or join in. And now, like, I meet people in real life and they bring that up, and I'm like, oh my god, like, you
Not
know
appropriate.
things. Like, my real life and my podcast life were never supposed to mix, and they can sometimes. So that's awesome.
Now, the
Hey
question
Shane,
the question
I don't know
is
if my
Jackie
nephew's
there
watching,
with
but
you?
sup, buddy? No, she's she's in the other room.
No,
but it was
about,
like a
when
thing.
people
Like,
ask
she
you.
would love it. No, they aren't. She would, like, you know, get a like little sort of I caught you naughty glimmer kick out of it. And it was like, all right, enough of this. Enough of you, like, seeking me out and trying, you know, if you're down, you're down. If you're not, back off. And that's the new rule in the house.
Oh, so it's not like I thought it was more like a mandatory thing. Like, if you catch me, you got to do it.
No,
Like,
Well,
no, wasn't it? No,
Like
it
that's the
wasn't
rules of the
as
house. Yeah.
It's-
Damn it, I
kind of
saw it
deter
again.
her from, like, being all sneaky and stuff and trying to make
That-
them uncomfortable.
That's
Yeah,
kind of what I'm going
He looks
for,
really
yeah.
Creepy. Like, he's gonna be jerking it for the mailman when he comes home. He's like, all right, you son of a bitch, get in here and finish this off.
No.
He's like, God
It
damn
only
it,
works with
29.
the wife.
No, because she would, like, you know, see my door locked and, like, quietly open it and, you know, put her eye through the crack and something and, you know, gotcha. And it's like, enough of this, you know. You're either in on it or you're not. But none of this, you know, pointing and laughing stuff. That's not cool.
All right,
So-
guys, I'm back.
All right, welcome
What
back.
would you do? Hold up, I'm playing this out of my head. Like, all right, say you're beating your dick, and she's over here peeking through the door.
Well,
And she's
on the
like,
call,
you know,
iFly.
and it's like, what do you do?
Thank
You
you.
still just keep beating your dick, or do you quit right there and you go in the living room and, like, try to watch TV? How does that play out?
At this point, it's like, you know the rule. Join. Yeah, come on. You can leave me the F alone or get in here.
Talking about beforehand, before this rule was established.
Oh, before the rule was established? I don't know. I guess she just...
Was this in your wedding vows?
we
that would've
announced
been
it at the
awesome.
church. So, yeah, before the rule was established, she would just, like, you know, I don't know, girlishly, cleverly grin, like, you know, I caught you an embarrassing moment, and then leave. And I'm like, well, that's not optimal. So, now it's better. Yeah, someone wrote, finish this or go back to the kitchen. That's the new rule. That's the new rule. That's how we roll in this house. Best wife ever.
That's got to be in the prenups. That's got to.
Yeah, that's my
So
advice for
I'm
all
still
you
trying to
guys.
figure out how I could work that kind of deal out.
Do you have a prenup, Woody?
No. No. Dude, we were so broke. People don't know, prenups generally apply to the wealth that you bring into the relationship. So if you're a millionaire and you marry someone who's broke, then a prenup makes a lot of sense. But if you're both broke, then it's... I want to talk about marriage. It makes a lot of sense, like the rules that are around, right? So, for example, if you're rich, then without a prenup, you can't really protect yourself. You don't know if she loves you for you. A prenup kind of removes the whole money thing and makes sure that she's not after you for the cash. She's after you for you. Prenups make a lot of sense. The concept of marriage, if the wife is going to stay home and raise kids, then that marriage contract completely makes sense. Without it, she's sacrificing her ability to make money. She's sacrificing her ability to support herself, put food on the table. She becomes completely dependent on the husband to make all that happen. If the husband turns out to be some sort of like scumbag wife beater, then she's like trapped in this relationship. She has nothing going on, and it's this like horrible thing. But with the marriage contract, because if things go wrong, she can get back on her feet. Then it makes a lot of sense for a woman to take the risk of being a stay-at-home mom and raising kids and doing that side of the relationship, because she's kind of covered if the guy doesn't do his side properly. And on the other hand, if two people are working, like both mom and dad are working, then like I consider the marriage to be kind of optional. Like I don't know what it's all about. It's just paper, government involvement.
I think I want to copyright claim it now so nobody steals it. Gay prenups, because I think those would be hilarious. Like I just think it would be funny. Like I said this before. I approve of gay marriage, not because of anything, but I think gay divorce would be the funniest thing ever.
Why would gay divorce be funny?
Well, you know how catty and how mean people get in divorces?
I see where you're headed. Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Now imagine gay, like, a gay couple, a gay man and a gay man. I almost said a gay man and a gay woman. Imagine if
you're doing
they
it
were
wrong.
going through a divorce and they were both really catty. I just think it would be funny. I think,
dude, you really need gay attorneys involved on this, right? Like all four of them should just be like angry and catty.
Yeah.
I always have a question. I don't know how many people, pretty much troll Craigslist like I do, but like if you go into any of the casual encounters or like men seeking women, women seeking men forums, why are the gays so open about sexuality? Like, I went to the platonic men for men thing. Generally that's a place where you look for hunting partners, guys to go to the gym with, people to ride bikes with. So
I had no idea. So when you told me you went to the platonic
story,
when you told me you went to the platonic men for men, I'm like, whoa, really?
It's strictly platonic. I mean,
he comes on and he's like, I wanted a fish, sir.
Like, but that's where you go to. That's what it's for. Looking for a buddy.
And I'm getting
okay.
Whoa! I actually meant I wanted a workout partner. Get your hands off me.
And like you go there and be like, all right, 41 male looking for a male guy to go hunting with, and then the next one be like, down to suck dick in said town. Meet me at the XXX video. It's like it's like overflowed into other sections of the fucking forum on Craigslist. It's ridiculous. I've always wondered how the guys are so open about their sexuality, but
I've heard that if you're a gay guy, it is totally easy to get laid. Like, I had a gay coworker, and by the way, I recognize that everybody is an individual, and I'm generalizing about a community and unsub, etc. But from my gay friend or gay coworker, we weren't really that tight, but my gay coworker, he was explaining that, like, when you go to these events that have all gay people, nobody says no. He's like, in a guy-girl relationship, the guy typically says yes, and the girl typically says no. But when you're in, like, a room full of, like, a gay bar, for example, like the typical thing of all the guys dancing, everybody is like, you want to ask my D? I will tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. Commence! Like, begin!
That is because men have an instinctual desire to plant their seed in as many places as possible. So that's why that is.
So I've heard that before, right?
But I've also heard women watch more porn than men. I don't know if that's true or not.
Not in my house.
Do you know if you recall Jackie watching porn?
I don't know if how much I want to give away on poor Jackie.
Yeah. Let's try to keep Woody's wife out of the conversation about that. Why I gotta bring my goddamn wife, man? Huh?
But yeah, she has her own sex drive, but she doesn't consume very much more.
Man.
So what was I gonna say? So I've heard these things like, oh, the reason that guys do this is instinctual. They want to plant their seed everywhere, whereas women they want to line up and find a provider. And I have to wonder how many of these explanations are reverse engineered, right? Like the reason the male peacock has these great big tail feathers is because he's trying to get this woman to find him the most attractive. And I don't know. A lot of these things, it's like, well, you just sort of conveniently made that work. Like this animal has bright red and yellow colors on him, letting everyone else know that he's poisonous. This animal has bright red and yellow patterns on him to trick everyone else into thinking he's poisonous when he's actually not. And I'm like, I don't know. It seems like you're just making this up as you go.
I don't know. I think it's
Red
I think
touches
it's
black,
science.
you're dead, Jack. Red touches yellow, you're okay, fellow.
Is that some electrician talk there?
It's snakes.
It's a snake thing.
There's two kinds of snakes that are. If your red touches yellow, he's poisonous. If red touches black, it's non-poisonous.
Yeah. Like the coral snake and the California king snake or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So have you guys been watching the Olympics at all with the swimming?
Hell no.
I've heard about that the 16-year-old Chinese girl.
I read on ABC News that old Phelps is beating ass still.
He's doing well. A lot of guys are saying he's having this disappointing Olympics because he didn't win every event, and that talk kind of frustrates me.
It's like he's going against world-class athletes from literally all over the world.
Nope. All right. No. His performance is disappointing, and here's why. Okay, he's not just like a superstar. He's like the most awarded Olympian of all time now. He's not supposed to just win 5 gold medals and we're all amazed.
How many gold medals have you won, Kyle? He's got 15.
That's what I'm saying. This guy is on another level. He set the bar so high last time. It's like, you better win every event and then go get on the fucking track and run the mile or something. I expect a lot out of him. I do.
Dude, the last Olympics, he was killing people though. He was beating people so bad, you'd had to almost want a drug test.
Have you seen his diet?
It's insane.
Dude, okay, so on some morning TV show, they showed his diet, right? And this dude eats 12,000 calories a day.
Yeah,
they
used to be my diet without swimming.
You weren't eating like that though. That's insane, dude.
Dude, that guy's in great shape. Maybe I need 12,000 calories a day.
When you look at how much he eats, it's like, that's really expensive just to pay for.
Yeah.
It's like he's feeding a family of 4.
That'd be hard to.
But doesn't he swim 8 hours a day?
I think the expectations are unfair on him.
He swims 24 hours a day most of the time. I think it's sort of an Aquaman situation.
I was gonna go with the whole it is unfair to nail this guy for only getting 4 or 5 gold medals and be like, dude, you're not what you were. Dude, nobody is what he was. Come on, man. He's
a year older. He's got a lot more stress on him this time around.
He's 4 years older, Captain Math. I don't know. I think he's doing pretty well. I think they should lighten up on the poor guy.
Yeah,
Act like he's a failure.
With one fucking medal, even if it's a bronze. It's like, yeah, dog, got the bronze medal.
Yeah, Phelps is the man. Oh, but the 4x100
If I had a
men's.
gold medal, I'd wear it everywhere.
Blade be at the motherfucking bar. Hey, baby.
Fucking
You know what I want?
Fucking sound doing this.
I want a golden play button. That's what I really like. I haven't wanted anything that bad in a while. So for those that don't know, if you get 1 million subscribers, YouTube hands out a golden play button, and it's like a framed sort of thing, and it's just whatever, right? It's a picture or something like that. But man, it's the kind of keepsake that, dude, they're rare. What have there been 70 handed out in the history of YouTube? I bet there's been a whole lot more Oscars handed out. I bet they hand out 50, 70 Oscars every year. It's in our little world, it is a pretty significant accomplishment to get one of those things, to get 1 million subs. And
You're going to get it. You're like 800,000. It's just a matter of time at this point. Your channel's going to continue to grow even if you quit it at this point.
it'd probably be best not to quit. How
Yeah,
many
but
subs
look
do
at
I
X-Jaws,
have?
for example. Like, his channel continued to grow for, like, the big 6 months lapse he was out.
It did, yeah.
I mean,
I'm at
at some point in YouTube, you get so big that your channel promotes itself because you're always on the front page. You're always in the search box.
I'm never. A search box I probably get in there sometimes, but the front page is pretty rare for me. But man, that thing, like, it just means something to me. I have 860K. A lot of people are writing in the chat. They want to know 861, almost 862. But like when I get that, it will be this sort of like it'll be like an Oscar. You know, even if I end YouTube or whatever, there will be a time when, you know, I was a fairly big deal on an irrelevant social media site.
See, I'm never going to get that golden play button. But you know what? I'm going to make me a scrapbook instead.
Yeah, dude, scrapbook's a nice idea too. Like it'll be. I don't know. I really look forward to it. I think it's an Oscar. It's an Emmy.
I haven't done my fan mail my fan mail video for about a week now, but people have sent me some really cool shit. I'm looking forward to the new video. I'll probably do it tomorrow. But I've gotten money from Hungary. I've gotten money from Hong Kong. I've gotten money from the United Kingdom. I got money from Australia.
Is that what you do? You ask for money?
I asked for change. Like it'd be cool if if you could send me like some change from your country.
That's a neat idea. But dude, if I did that, everyone would be like, Woody's begging for money. He's so desperate.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend the money. Like, what am I going to do? Go trade it in somewhere?
Oh, dude. I sent Wings of Redemption 5 Zimbabwe cents. You know, he's obviously hard up now. Hater. Yeah.
I think I'll get some. I'll show some off to the stream.
All right. Dude, someone sent me Iraqi money, which was pretty cool. I saw it on the kitchen table just recently. I forgot why it was pulled out. But I guess somebody from overseas was watching, and they sent me Iraqi money. They're dinars, I think they're called.
Yep.
Hello?
Hey, we got you back, Brian. Wing, or Blade. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. I just, every like 5 minutes it starts getting really fuzzy, and then like Skype just stops working, and then I join the call back, so I don't know.
Those are the symptoms of a DDoS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I have a lot of free time, but I wish I had that much free time. You know what I mean?
And,
I wish I had that kind of motivation to like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ruin this show. I'm going to ruin his Skype. Let's do this. Let's fucking do this. Let's just make
my ambition is once every 4.5 minutes to make OnlyUseMeBlade reconnect to Skype.
Yeah, that'll show him. That'll ruin his day.
People in video games and such.
Yeah. Blade stabbed me back in COD 4 in 2009. This is over. Show him. This is my virtual martyrdom right now. Take it, Blade. Like, come on.
It's my virtual martyrdom.
This feels old.
What?
The money does?
This Hungary money. He actually gave me like $5 in Hungary. And I put it up here to the camera. Hungary. I just got some change here too.
What was I going to say?
Like toilet paper.
It actually feels like a piece of
toilet paper.
It does. Like this is £1. I guess this is a dollar. This is Queen Elizabeth actually.
All right then.
Someone give you some money or something, or?
This
Yes,
is
for like foreign money, like as a thing.
This is a euro. This is €1, like in change.
Oh, you know what I want to talk about? And it's early here, but I would like to hear. I guess I'll start with Kyle. I want you to rank the current Raw Instinct YouTube drama amongst the history of the gaming community's drama.
It's probably second or third.
Second or third?
Yeah.
So the worst sin you can possibly commit on YouTube is undeniably faking a nuke.
Yep.
I want to have G-Unit on PKA.
Where's Wings vs. Opticad and all that?
I think you're off the list, man.
73rd, 74th. That was such a
Dude.
hiccup. Like,
But wait, is Wings versus Hutch any higher?
Well, that I
Yeah,
consider that
yeah.
Wings versus Optic.
I think the Wings versus Hutch thing was, that was up there. I'd say that's top 10.
Really?
Yeah,
see-
now that I think about it, that was a big deal back in that time.
Back in the day.
And people always thought I started that to get big. I mean, I had no intention to get big at that point because there was no money in it at that point. It's not like there was anything to win back then. I couldn't stand going and search and destroy and have people spinning around because I was a search and destroy player back then. So I
Yeah.
made it my mission to destroy this quick scoping mess.
Let's think about the all-time greats. Let's just like throw it out there on the paper. Obviously,
right.
number one is the fake nuke. I think number two is
Was
this.
the fake?
You think
Nikon
number 2 is... So let me throw some others out there. Bumping. Giveaways.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Actually, I'm going to write these down as we say them.
Okay.
And then we'll stack rank them as a team. All right.
I'm not going to be much help because I've been only doing this YouTube thing for a year. So
No, don't worry. You're going to be on the list. You'll be there.
Bumping. Giveaway. We'll call this one Raw Instinct.
Sure. The
Um,
Billionaires Challenge. Billionaire Bash.
oh yeah, I
You
remember
can't
that.
consider that a controversy.
Billionaire.
How was that not a
Fake
controversy?
suicide?
We had like 1,700 different people making videos on their opinions on the matter.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
that
chat
was-
won't let this go. All right. JX23's got 2 of them. One gets nude pics from minor
What?
or shout out.
Who'd pick for mine for shout out?
Yeah. Pedo pics for shout outs. And then that's the new name of it. JX23 pedo pics for shout outs.
He's still making videos, for God's sake.
He's still with Machinima, I think.
Oh, God.
Wait, that's an actual thing that happened.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one
Let's
is
quickly tell that one to people that don't know.
JX23, girl rescued from his apartment from potential rape.
I'm sorry, but that's so funny. The whole thing was so funny when it blew up on Twitter or whatever. The whole cucumber thing.
The rape one or the pedo one?
The whole, well,
They're separate events.
that's
Oh.
true.
Ukrainian limbs backstab. I think he's talking about the bumping one.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's something.
that's the bumping one, yeah. So here's what I have. Bumping, giveaways, Raw Instinct, a JX23 pedo pics for shoutouts, Billionaires Challenge fake suicide, JX23 girl rescued from apartment from potential rape. Oh, why you stream that shit?
Oh yeah, huh?
Oh, I wanted to talk about Flynn about that before we move on to another
What's up?
topic.
Oh, wait, I don't have fake nuke on this list.
Fake nukes at the top. Look at the
I'm
top.
putting it. I skipped. I put it to the top.
I'll talk about it as soon as we finish this list.
Let us brainstorm. Go ahead, and talk about it, and then if we get one, we'll be like, "Woody got one." So
There's
I
one
guess-
thing I didn't like that you did on your video, Flynn, and you kind of broke a YouTube rule and like
I know what it is. I bet.
I already
Yeah.
know what it is too.
Can I guess at this real quick?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is it showing Skype conversations?
correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, explain to me why that's wrong.
Skype.
Oh, can I
is-
take this one? Can I take this
Yes,
one?
go for it. Flynn.
Okay. When you're in a Skype conversation, and Woody goes over this every time he has me on Painkiller already, and anybody that does a live show goes over this, you let people know their level of exposure. Are you talking to just that person, or is this live? Is this going to be live streamed? Whatever. When you're talking to someone, no matter how innocent or how angry or whatever happens, when you're talking to someone in a Skype conversation, that person assumes that no one else will ever see that. Okay? But when you go, and I know the reason why you did it, but you still did it. When you put up a YouTube video and you showed a Skype conversation between you and Raw Instinct, no matter how much you dislike them, you still don't show that stuff to a live audience, to subscribers, to Twitter, to whatever. You don't show stuff that's said in a Skype conversation that's private publicly.
Dude, I have followed that rule too. Like
Like you don't show people's
I-
text messages.
there
know,
was
here's
a
the
guy who called me out with a lot of lies, and I'm not going to name him because it's part of the code. And then I called him on Skype, and we worked it out. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I lied about that. Oh, I lied about yeah. You know, the truth is your video was actually all accurate, and my video had no truth whatsoever." And I had it on Skype, and I actually recorded it on Skype, and I have never ever done anything with it. Like it's private. It's for my own enjoyment. Makes me feel right knowing that I was somewhat backstabbed, but you don't share Skype stuff with the world.
But here's the thing. I mean, imagine the number of people that would have said, "Oh, prove it, prove this, prove
Doesn't
that."
matter.
Doesn't matter. Your video would have had zero relevance. Your video would have been just as strong as it is right now without that in there.
Dude, the core strength of your video was really the he copies T-Mart thing. Like that to me was the first half of it was like, I'm a small YouTuber, I didn't get the shout out I expected, and I watched that and I was like, oh, okay. And then it was like, here's all the examples of him copying T-Mart. He copies his thumbnails, he copies his tags, he puts T-Mart in his tags, he copies his titles, he does this, he does that. Like everything he does is a reply girl technique to get in T-Mart's related videos. That to me was the real damning part of it, not, I expected a shout out and didn't get one.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, I had no idea about the not showing Skype conversations. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. I mean, I was a small channel.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to think about the level of exposure you put him on. Not only did you put what he said there, but you put out something personal of his that he might not want people to have, and then it was in a derogatory form in the video. So now people are going to be hammering his Skype. He's probably got 2,000 or 3,000 fucking Skype requests right now. Just flooded his box.
I mean, I was expecting 2,000, 3,000 views maybe. I mean, I was averaging at most 1,000 views per video previous to this. So I mean, I had no idea it would be this big.
Did you are you friends with T-Mart?
I contacted T-Mart about it. I told him what I was planning on doing, and he actually told me that he couldn't support it because he didn't want to give Raw Instinct any more exposure than he already had, which is understandable.
That actually, so I've had people question me on why I didn't call out Raw Instinct myself. Woody, why aren't you doing videos about this? Why aren't you? Why is it waiting for iFly to do all this? And the reason is, when you give a hater that kind of attention, it helps them a lot. Like I'll throw it out there. Obviously, Jealous gets about 190,000 views a month. When I talk about him, 2 million. And then he sits there and he makes stuff taunting me, like this is the new PC part I got or whatever. And that's why you don't reply to these guys. Just let them try and get by on the strength of their own videos. That's as far as it goes. So that is why no one called out him.
They're like bacteria that makes you itchy so they can get inside. Scratch it. Yeah, you just don't reply. You don't give them any attention or any thought whatsoever.
Yep. That's typically what you do. Let them try and survive on the strength of their own videos, and usually that doesn't work out.
Yeah, but I mean, it seems like it was for the better because I mean it doesn't seem like he's getting.
I agree with you. It needed to happen, but nobody wanted to push the issue. Like
wait a second. Wasn't it common knowledge before this happened that maybe it's just because I'm a YouTuber and I just knew it or whatever, but wasn't it common knowledge that Raw Instinct pretty much just stole or twisted or redid T-Mart videos? I thought that was known.
It was common knowledge, but nobody wanted to say it.
I don't think subs knew it in the same way.
That's when the floodgates open. I'm like, oh, good. This guy's actually said this in the video. Now I can make a video about it. Because I've wanted to say that for 9 to 10 months.
I'm curious. I'm wondering because maybe it's just because I'm a YouTuber and I knew it, but I just figured everyone else knew it. But
that's my theory too. But like Blade, we talked about this the other night, right? I mean, oh gosh, I hate I'm even saying his name. But obviously, Jealous made this story up saying, "Oh, Woody and I had this backdoor deal." The truth is, he overlooked months of me talking about raping his wife and daughter and calling his son retarded, and gifted me all these views because he felt bad for me because I rented a car that didn't work properly or something like that. And subs were like, "Oh my God, Woody's a scam artist, etc." I didn't realize this was all in an effort to get obviously Jesus more car rental money. And it's like, really? Like The guy's been months, like, taking pictures of his bowel movement and comparing them to my son, and they thought I overlooked that because I felt bad about his car rental problems. It's nonsense, right? But there are subscribers who maybe just don't pay attention as much, or they're gullible, or something.
Or they might actually use YouTube as a form of entertainment instead of like a soap opera.
Yeah, yeah, but anyway, yeah. So there are people out there who just believe the first thing they see on YouTube all the time, and didn't really get that what he was a Team Art reply girl. That's the deal.
Well, I mean, back to the whole T. Martin Raw Instinct common knowledge. I think that's kind of bold to say that it was common knowledge. I don't think a lot of people knew about this. I think we knew about it because we follow all these people on Twitter. We follow what they're talking about in their videos. So, I mean, before I did YouTube, I was completely oblivious to how commentators interacted with each other and all the drama that goes on behind the scenes. So, I don't know. I think common knowledge is a little bit exaggerated.
Yeah,
that's what I'm assuming. I'm just assuming that because I'm a commentator, I thought that was known, but maybe it wasn't. You know?
yeah. I think that's it. I think from where, like, in your little sphere of influence, it seems really common, but it's not. So let's get back to ranking. Here's my list. Fake Nuke. There's no doubt about it. I have Bumping as second. Giveaways is third. Raw Instinct is fourth. JX23 Pedo Picks for Shoutouts is fifth. Billionaires Challenge Fake Suicide is sixth. JX23 Girl Rescued from his apartment for potential rape. Yeah, he's got two. I'll be in here more than once. Why You Stream That Shit is after JX23 potentially raping someone. I'm not sure which is really higher. I might put streaming above raping, to be honest with you.
Yeah. The whole rape story didn't really like take off.
Yeah, that mostly existed on Twitter and not so much on YouTube.
Yeah.
Woody versus Obviously Jealous I have on there. And then someone put I Reaps as a guy. Does that even make the list?
No. Ireeps is a sniper, so no one cares.
From the knifer, right? Like, the really relevant community is the knife-only community.
Oh, JX tried to rape on Reeps?
No. Oh, now you're making stuff up. That would maybe beat the nuke. Like, are we missing any really notable?
You missed the Hutch one. Come on now.
All right.
That was the first one. It's got to have some kind of like credibility.
I maybe put that over Obviously Jealous and below potential. I even put that.
I think the bumping and the giveaways should flip.
Really, you think giveaways is bigger than bumping?
I think it's a bigger thing.
Yeah.
See, that might be my. Yeah, you're probably right. In my little world, though, because I was the center of the bumping controversy, it felt like it was right behind the nuke. Like, but people don't know, dude. I want to say this, and I am not going to name names. Bumping was really widespread. Lots of people on YouTube did it, and I completely took all the heat for it. I never gave up a single name, and everybody who did it mostly kept quiet, with the exception of Gold Glove. Gold Glove got out there and made it like an apology video for all the bumping that he did. But most of the guys just stayed quiet, and I took all the heat. And then all the guys that didn't bump, they would make videos about how they didn't bump, and it made the thing even bigger and bigger. And there were lots of legit cases where it looked like bumping, but it wasn't. So let me explain what bumping is. It used to be that if you uploaded an unlisted video, then the last one you uploaded got sort of pushed to the top of a sub box, so people would get a chance to see it again. So, and then there was some
people would try to supposedly spot it. Is it would say, Woody's gamertag uploaded a video 2 minutes ago, but then the video below it would say uploaded 6 hours ago.
Close. It would say Woody's gamertag uploaded a video 8 hours ago, but it would curiously be at the top of your list, in front of things uploaded 1 hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, there were lots of false positives, right? Like, sometimes, here's one that happened to me a lot. As a false positive, I would upload PKA every Friday morning. This is before it was like live stream like this. And the next morning I'd upload PKA. But the thing is, PKA was like a 2-hour video minimum, and it would take like 6 hours to upload. So during all that time, during its upload, the previous video looked like it was bumped. when really I was in the process of an upload. Sometimes I would bump. Like I didn't mean to deny that. Sometimes like Onslaught never bumped. Just to be 100% clear. But what he would do is he'd put up a video announcing he was about to live stream, and then he would live stream. And as like a good Samaritan, not wanting to have like a false or too late video up there, he would take it down, and that looked like a bump because his the video that he had before the live stream announcement would get sort of pushed up. So people were getting accused of bumping constantly, and therefore everybody was like doing the replies: "I do bump, I don't bump, leave me alone," etc. And bumping seemed huge to me, but I guess giveaways went even bigger, mostly because like all the machinima representatives attacked the people doing giveaways, and that gave it kind of a extra push.
Somebody accused me of bumping, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Because I uploaded 5 videos a day irregardless.
Yeah, that was like Guns for Hire and Next Gen Tactics versus OnlyUseMeBlade. Does that get on the list? I don't think so.
No,
I don't even remember
and the
it,
reason
so-
why is because it was a big deal to me, but I don't think it was a big deal to everyone else. So I'm going to kind of look at myself from a third person point
Oh,
of
you're
view.
talking about the knife only nuke, right?
Yes. That wasn't that big of a deal though. That was like it was him making a video. I made a video explaining myself. Him saying everything was cool, and that was the end of it. No one. Like, when I think of dramas in the YouTube community, I'm thinking that everyone jumps on it and decides to make a video about it. And that's
What
what
about the
happened.
support guys that just happened? We just had another one with the guys running support with having the entire and doing
The gameplay boosting.
Boosters? The gameplay
Yeah.
boosters?
Yeah.
I don't even want to give them any more anything, so I don't even want them on that list, to tell you the truth. I think those dudes are corny. But we can put them on the list. I mean, that was a big deal, I guess.
I think Jay Nasty told me yesterday, like, you're not going to like my next video. It's like, what is it? It's like 180
I'm
on
not going to watch
C-Town.
the next video. That's what I would told.
I'm like, I think I've already seen that video. You get the ballistic vest, you run around in that little thing in C-Town, and you get 180 kills, right? P90 extended mags.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
For people who don't know what gameplay boosting is,
that, though, then put on the dude, the Birdman dude, the dude that got like 17 Moabs in a game or something. Remember on Mission?
You got Mission? Oh yeah, Mission. Yeah, with the fucking LMG over the little thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's essentially the same thing. I made a video talking about that.
So here's what gameplay boosting is. Sometimes a YouTuber will jump in a lobby with teammates and then assign the teammates roles. You stand here, and they'll spawn trap. And then the teammates are also assigned which kill streaks they're allowed to run. I want you to run UAV, Advanced UAV, and Ballistic Vest. When you earn a Ballistic Vest, you have to take that thing and you have to drop it at my feet. And that way that, I've got a constant supply of Ballistic Vests and UAVs and Advanced UAVs and whatever else that it is I want you to run, EMPs probably, at my feet. And I want you guys to work the less high traffic spawn traps while I get the premium one, and you all support me, and you'll enable me to get like a 180 kill game. The truth is, these players are usually pretty good too. Like, I just want to talk about this a tiny bit. Knowing the spawn traps at that level is a skill or a knowledge in itself. Being able to do it takes some good aim and some knowledge of what you're doing and some good decisions. People say, I've heard it said, Sandy Ravage only gets great games because he has a great connection.
That's bullshit.
I've been host in my lifetime, and I didn't go double nuke, all the time, even when pulling host. Sandy Ravage gets great games mostly because he's Sandy Ravage, and he's really good at video games. So, when these guys get 180 kills, the gameplay boosting is a big part of that. But I also want to tip my hat to some extent and say, well, you do know something about Call of Duty to make all that happen.
And I remember when we met Sandy Ravage the other day. I don't know if you had met him before. That was my first time. But he's genuinely one of the nicest YouTubers, most humble YouTubers I've ever met.
Yeah. Sandy Ravage is a top-notch Class A guy. Yeah, that's just who he is. That's
why I always issue the challenge to them. I'm like, dude, put some free-for-all gameplay up or put some 6v6 TDM up. Let's see what you do without everybody. And they never do it. They always either kick me out the stream or... It's like, whatever. I mean, I honestly want to enjoy these guys. I do. I honestly want to see, dude, you're really good at this. Let's see you in other aspects of your game. It's not like I want to sit there and hate on these people. No.
I hear you. So, Kyle,
I was more into the whole situation because I didn't like how, I didn't like how there's actually subs and there's people that would be like, yeah, sure, no problem, and like play a different way than they probably want to play just because they're putting this guy on a pedestal. I think that's corny, you know. But
How can that be fun though, to play Ground War all day and just like work that spawn trap on the same 3 maps? You know the 3 maps. It's Seatown, Terminal, and what's the other one they always do? Underground.
okay. Oh yeah, underground.
Because they you can trap
Spawned by
everybody on those
ADOM.
stairs. Yeah.
Wait,
I
am
don't
I
know
thinking of the
if I
wrong
run
map?
into someone in the lobby and they're like hella happy to see me, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like this, you know. And
I
I'm
leave
and I'll-
instantly.
come
You
on.
do? I never leave, and that creates a bit of a problem. Like I was playing with I played with a team before I got my hand fixed, last week or so, for the first time in ages. And because I haven't played with a team much in Modern Warfare 3, I don't know the spawn traps like I did in the previous CODs. And it was kind of nice. But what happens is people like, and the point with the team is this: people would recognize me and they wouldn't leave the lobby. And the people that recognize me are good at Call of Duty, better than normal.
Yeah, I hate that.
And then it just keeps coming and coming. By the end of the night, everybody on the other team is a subscriber, and
They're all shooting air support down. They're all trying extra hard, and you're not having fun.
and my teammates, this is Joe Lozon and his friends, are good at COD, and they're like, Jesus, this feels like game battles all night long. Every game is like super they're used to like laughing and joking and playing with each other, and they're putting on their try-hard pants just to win. We did actually win all the games, but it was not a straightforward thing, like to just even win a domination game.
It's not fun either. It's not like
Well, I had a
that
good
happens,
time,
It
actually,
happens
but-
all the fucking time to me. And like I was playing with Lefty the other night. I was trying to get a series started with Lefty where we basically do domination together, and just 2 of us go in and try to win. First game, I get noticed, and all of a sudden there's 4 of his friends in the lobby. Now it's 4 versus 2, and we're sitting there trying to win with like 4 randoms, and it's like you're getting your ass fucking beat. And Lefty's like, dude, I can't play with you. You got too many motherfucking tryhards follow you all the time.
Yeah, and that's how I play all the time. Like, and it's probably stupid, right, to sit there and play. Like, I don't want to leave the lobby because I feel like it's arrogant to think along, but it's like mildly disappointing for the people that were happy to be in the lobby with me. So I don't just like bail for no reason. But and on the other hand, it's hard for me to get games against my subscribers because they're good players. So
Hey, what's
that's
up?
that's the deal. Hey, Blade, can you mute your mic?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm in the side door because I'm on a podcast right now.
The score in a bitch
dude,
or a pizza, one
Kyle.
of the 2. Yeah.
X-Jaws, the racism thing. Does that make the list?
No.
No, that was so silly. People took that so out of context.
They
didn't-
did. Because I brought it up, I want to explain it. Here's what happened. We were on this, I think it was the draft for the Billionaires Challenge. So it was a live stream, and X-Jaws joined, a couple minutes late. And when he joined, he said, "What's up, my niggas?" Niggas being a synonym for friend. And I'm a little old to be in this, culture, but apparently niggas that ends AS is completely different than ends ER. And he did the tame one, the AS. But a combination of people hearing that, being generally, already on the fence with him at the time, and then him not posting and addressing it or anything, just made it last way too long. And it became this big controversy when really, he was just saying hey buddies, that was what was in his heart was hello my friends, right? But what was in
salutations.
Yeah, greetings and salutations, hello my friends, etc. But what he said was, what's up my niggas?
I think the alcohol clouded his judgment a little bit.
I wasn't going to call him out on that, but that was a
Allegedly.
yeah. There may
Allegedly.
He
there
might
may
have got into Grandpa's cough syrup.
I'm trying to. There was another controversy you were part of, Woody, and I'm trying to remember it.
dude, it never ends.
You got the obviously Jesus.
The shout out thing.
The shout out thing, yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was
you-
going
Is
to
that
bring.
what you were looking
subscriber
for?
wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, on the OJ thing, I want to make one more comment. It's like a running joke. Fight me at PAX now. Just for the record, he People think that like I came up with the fighting idea. That's not how it happened. He tweeted at me, said, "Let's fight at PAX," and I was like, "All right, I'm in. I'll tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. Let's go." And now it's this big thing. Like I threatened to fight people to solve my problems, and it's like, no, that's not what happened at all. That's not what happened at all. But
So I think we probably have about 15 things by now, right?
we
Like,
do.
what if you did though? What if you tried to solve every problem with fighting?
I wouldn't solve all my problems, that's for sure.
What if like they put the wrong toppings on your burger at Burger King? And you're just like, all right, let's throw down. I said no
The
mayo and I
bundle
meant
bill
it,
was
motherfucker.
$12
Let's
too
go.
high.
Come on.
I
What did-
mean, if
I
your
said
buddy
no
was
onions.
towards
Did I
the
say
standard
some
definition,
onions,
yeah, we're
bitch?
fighting.
I'm sorry. I talked at the same time as you. Let's go through the list. Here it is, in order at the moment. Number 1 of all time, fake nuke. Number 2 of all time, giveaways. Number 3, YouTube controversy gaming community of all time, bumping. Number 4, Raw Instinct copies T-Mart.
Yeah.
I think that's number 2 or 3, though.
You think that's bigger than bumping or giveaways?
Yes.
No way, dude. This will be dead in 3 days.
Okay.
That's my call. The next biggest thing, JX23 pedo pictures for shoutouts. The next biggest thing, billionaire fake suicide. After that, why you stream that shit. The next biggest thing, JX23 girl rescued from apartment for potential rape. After that, I should be numbering these. 4, 5,
Don't.
6,
Okay.
7. Oh. For 8, Woody versus obviously jealous. And then 9, controversy, I have gameplay boosting.
What about the did you say Billionaires Challenge?
Yeah, I have Billionaires Challenge at 5, between JX23 pedo picks for shoutouts and why you stream that shit.
See, I wasn't around during a lot of these, so I can't really have a say in it.
We have to get to 10.
You were around for a lot of these. Your video talked about you've been around like 6 or 7 months.
Well, I must
Is Hutch on there? Or that wasn't really a drama. That was just Hutch leaving. We just
Hutch
kinda all
leaving?
talked about it.
Yeah.
That's not really a drama, though. That was just, oh, he left. Let's
Yeah.
talk about it, you know?
What else? What would be the 10th biggest YouTube controversy? Part of me says Extra versus Minnesota Burns, but to me that was like a 3-day and done thing. There's been a
Yeah.
million. That's only making our attention because it was semi-current.
Yeah.
There was the time
Oh!
Junkyard got Machinima taken
Wings
down.
versus the Federation of Household Gamers.
Wait! I kind of liked Kyle's.
What
Yeah.
was Kyle's?
That time when Junkyard got Machinima's channel taken down.
Oh yeah,
What?
old angry hat.
All right. Let me explain this one. And by the way, Kyle's audio is not as good as it previously was. But here's the deal. There was a time Machinima had like. So all right. I'm sorry. I'm not telling this very well. If you own 3 channels, like under your like collection, like White Boy 7th Street, White Boy 7th Street 2, Cat 7th Street, Furniture 7th Street, Bug 7th Street, etc. Like, if he were to get 3 strikes, 1 on each channel, then they'd all be taken down. So the whole network kind of like drops. And somehow in the Machinima umbrella, they got their 3rd strike. I don't know if it was like 3 in a day or if it was like the 3rd one just ticked in or something like that. But somehow, like a bunch of YouTubers started spreading the idea that it was Junkyard who got it like a.
Somehow. Like,
Yeah, all right. I was a little bit on the call for this one. So
we decided like we need somebody to blame. We need a scapegoat. We need a face for this Ponzi
That's not what we
scheme.
decided. We just decided,
So we decided
fucking
Junkyard.
funny to act like it was Junkyard.
that's pretty much how it went down. And I think Junkyard's still mad at me for this. I feel bad. It was a moment of poor judgment. I'm only a human. But I was on the call, and I didn't like. If I remember right, I wasn't like leading the charge on the call, but I wasn't like the responsible adult on the call either. Yeah, Kyle. Kyle was amongst them.
There is a controversy we forgot. What about GFX Lab versus FaZe?
Does that make the
No one
list?
cares about that.
Dude,
like,
he pretty much is the guy who proved that they set their shots up.
They set their shots up?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. How did he prove they set their shot? Is this like the proof that
he
you
caught
know-
them in a search and destroy game doing it.
Really?
And they offered him money. He had like, the fucking, send him YouTube messages, offered him like a couple $1,000s to take the video down and stuff.
No way.
Yeah.
How did that not ever get on my radar? I don't usually miss drama of it. So, so FaZe set their shots up and GFX Labs proved it in a video?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's pretty big. When we knew about that.
Yeah.
You don't remember
Wait,
that one?
are you sure about this?
I need to
sure.
see the proof before I co-sign on
I
this
don't know.
fact.
Get GFX Labs in here. I'm pretty sure he's around.
I don't have him.
Let me see. I think I have them.
Um,
Dun dun dun.
So that one might be. Junkyard taking down Machinima. I'm still a horrible person
the
because I
funniest
think
one.
that's funny. So yeah. So anyway, what happened is they got their third strike, and then I
One
don't know.
second,
There was some little pointer that it could have possibly been Junkyard's fault. Like it wasn't his fault, but he might have had like the most recent video upload, or like there was something he did that allowed you to think that it could possibly be him, like
Nope.
bad proof.
No, I don't think so. I think we were just like, if we all say it, they'll believe it. And it was funny.
Really? I thought there was some hint. It was never true. He did not take Machinima down. I don't know if I've said that 10 times yet. He totally was innocent. But then what happened is, like, all the YouTubers were saying it was his fault. And then there was a conference call, which I didn't talk on, but I did hear. And again, I was not, like, the responsible adult that I wish I was. And they were, like, telling him, like, acting like they were mad because he took Machinima down. And, of course, he knew nothing about it because he didn't actually do it. And then he made a video, and he was wearing like a hat that wasn't
This one's
fashionable.
has the long bills like in Sandlot.
I remember it being like a golfer's hat. I don't really know what the hat was,
I
but
just linked you to it.
oh, did you? Wait a minute. We're gonna see what this hat is. I remember like a Sherlock Holmes hat. I want to see if I'm right on this.
Hey everybody, it's Junkyard.
Oh.
Got a video up. It's a quickie.
Here's the video.
Quickie.
Don't be fucking stupid.
Anyway,
It is
it's
it's a
all
baseball
been-
cap. My memory was completely wrong on it.
Couple college kids here.
Grow the fuck up.
So anyway, Junkyard replied
Yeah,
by
look
making
at the fucking bill on that cap.
Junkyard replied by making a very, very angry and serious vlog video. And it, like, for Junkyard was a very horrible thing. Maybe he hadn't been in the YouTube barrel several times before, like, a lot of other guys have. But for everybody else, it was the funniest thing in the world.
It was awesome.
It was... I don't even want to admit how funny I think it is. Like, I feel like it makes me a bad person.
Like, I thought we were gonna get it trending. Like it was everywhere. So
It
fast.
was so huge. Everybody was under the belief that Junkyard took it down. And, like, now, I don't mean to knock the Respawn channel. Like, it's a very successful, very gigantic channel that gets billions of views or whatever it gets.
Ooh,
But at the time, it was more the center of the COD community than it is now. And when it went down, it was like, I don't know, like Jenna Marbles going down or something. Like, it was just super huge. Everybody immediately noticed and wondered what was happening.
You said
And then the
Jenna
word went
Marbles
out that
going
it was
down.
Junkyard. And then the word got out that it was supposed to be Junkyard's fault, and it was the funniest thing ever. And then he made the Angry Hat Man video. And
Is that the video that's in the Skype thing?
it is,
Yeah.
it is.
Alright.
It's like, I guess, a regular video of him spliced in together
I get
with
so sick and tired of getting stuck
It's
in
really
frickin'
funny.
rooms
Of him,
with-
like,
with
cursing.
all these little
Yeah, I don't know
damn
who
Be back in
would
a
have
minute.
made that, but
yeah, I can't imagine, Kyle, who would have put together a video like that.
no, and not just one, but two.
Somebody made two. Oh, there's a Junkyard Goes Apeshit Part 2?
Yes, there is.
Uh,
I'm
So-
going to go and say that we own Painkiller already, love Junkyard, and we're just making fun. We're just giving him the fun, the sport.
We're just making fun.
I hope that nearly,
This is
2 or 3
playful
years
thinking.
later, he can see the funny in it now, but at the time, he did not see the funny. Is that number 10, Junkyard? Had Machinima taken down?
I think so.
Alright. Unless someone has another one that they want to put in there as one of our top 10 all-time
We need to get
controversies.
GFX Lab in here, though.
Oh, yeah. If he, I didn't.
I Skyped him, and
He seems to be away right now.
I need to learn how to do this green screen stuff that Junkyard does. Though. I thought that was
No,
always
you
so
don't.
cool.
It's so silly.
I might get a green
Just something
screen.
to spice it up. I was actually thinking about start buying wigs and wear on like my vlogs.
Picture
What I
this.
like.
Picture this. I get a green screen and a green shirt, and then I play video games as only a floating head. Nothing but a disembodied head floating around in the corner. Someone said El Presador versus Thunder. Was that even a thing? I don't.
That was small.
I mean, there was a couple videos about
El
it.
Predator
but, like,
versus everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
El Presador is down to take on whoever, so it's not like everything's smooth and dandy, and all of a sudden these guys start fighting. Like El Presador is down to get into YouTube and Twitter battles.
Whether
with,
they be
I
human
remember.
or
I remember trying to get an El Predator fight back video down. I was going to spray paint one of my 22s pink and be like, "Hello guys, it's El Predator, and I'm going to do some brushing today." And then like have the chickens like in commando outfits.
Dude, someone said, what about Beyond and his teeth? Is anyone old enough to know that controversy?
I am.
I am.
I remember it.
Dude, Beyond back in the day was bigger than Scene Anners and smaller than Hutch. It was like he might have been bigger than Blame Truth, like in terms of like original YouTube titans. And I think amongst the players, he might have been the best. XCal was also very good. Beyond was right. I don't know who was
Crimson
better.
Gunner.
I didn't pay much attention. I know his name, but I didn't pay attention to him. He's not the one that camped like crazy and had an 8 or
No,
7.
that was I Blessed.
I Blessed, that's what I'm thinking
But Pedro has a 5 KD in Battlefield Bad Company 2. He has a 13 in like fucking Modern Warfare 3. The man's got serious skill.
He's very good. All right, so what were we just... Oh, yeah, so he put up a vlog and showed himself for the first time. And the reality is behind Beyond is this. He's a handsome guy. He's fit. Like, he just entered the Navy. He was young. Like, he was a perfectly reasonable person. But his 2 canine teeth, these teeth right here, were a little bit forward, right? Like, I want to say Dracula-like, but not nearly Dracula-like. Like, just a very mild, like, normal version with pronounced teeth. Like, you probably met someone in your life who had those eye teeth a little bit pronounced. And he got like comment after comment after comment, and it pretty much chased him off of YouTube and really hurt his feelings. And I don't know, it was a big deal at the time. It was my first time where I witnessed the COD community being extremely mean to somebody.
Oh, dude, you gotta have a heart of stone to do this.
Yes.
You do.
Someone's saying Woody versus Notchum. Are they thinking Yogscast versus Notch?
yeah, we're talking about like gaming though.
COD community. We're talking about COD community, not gaming as a whole.
Yeah, I don't know who Notchum is.
Because COD community used to be on the top of gaming. Now we're toward the bottom rung of the gaming.
Definitely not bottom. Definitely not bottom. But
Not
I would
the
argue.
very bottom, but we're
I would
not
argue
exactly
that
where we used to
if
be.
there's a game at the top, it might be Minecraft. If there's a style at the top, it might be Let's Play. But
well, I think it's the scary Let's Plays at the top, not Let's Plays in general.
yeah, I've thought about doing a scary Let's Play. I just don't know.
I want to do a scary
it
Let's
fits me.
Play of Minesweeper.
Dude, I still want to do a scary Let's Play and fake the fucking shit out of it. I mean,
Yeah.
I will sell it like
I want
it was
to,
a used Cadillac.
like a scary Let's Play parody.
I think it would be hilarious.
You know, like I was just gonna like scream and like start punching something, or maybe like stabbing a TV with a bayonet, and be like, you know.
Yeah, I'm talking about just like freaking out like
Just,
during
like,
the
straight up
installation
over the
process.
So
I want to do a Let's Play of a game that's scary, but just do a Let's Play of the installation thing and just draw it out as long as possible.
Do the Daisy one.
Do I want Windows to actually? Do I want to run as an administrator? No.
If standards weren't so high, I would so do like a Daisy loading screen video. Like,
oh, Daisy loading screen video. That's like a 10-minute video.
it is a 10-minute video. Like, let's play Daisy, and
But
just have the
break it
loading
into,
screen
like,
the entire
2
time. My face.
You got to
is
break
one-
it into 2-minute parts to really do it right.
A lot of guys are saying miscategorizing. Was that even a big deal?
It's still happening, dude. I mean, I seen a Toby Turner video the other day of like Minecraft and automotive because he wrote a cart in Minecraft.
That was probably like a personal joke to himself and like an inside
Yeah,
joke.
that's why he
You
did
really
it
don't
again.
get anything from that anymore. There's like
Yeah.
like nobody does it because the categories are worthless. Like nobody cares about the front page.
Yeah, there's a new front page coming, I think.
It's not what you want it to be though.
It was pretty similar to the one that you liked before.
I need links to this.
I can't get it. Here's the deal.
YouTube.
I saw it, and a bunch of other people saw it too. It only worked for me in like one of my browsers in incognito or something like that. Like not logged in, I could see it. And I mentioned it on Facebook, and I was like, "You guys getting this too?" And typical reaction to anything. Oh my god, the new YouTube front page sucks. Monkey balls. This is the worst thing ever, etc., etc. And but it was really very much like the one we had before the current one, where like it had different categories in blocks, and if you ruled in, I'll say music, then you got on the front page in a better way than you do today.
I miss those.
I miss the old front page. Shoot. I used to get on the front page like once a month, and that'd be like a 400,000 view video.
I didn't get on the front page that much. It was like 5 times. Although, you know what happened? I randomly got on the Wayback Machine. Do you guys know that internet site? Where it like archives the whole internet? I looked at some page from like 2 years ago, and I was on the front page of YouTube. I'm like, yay! It was awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm not sure Junkyard Had Machinima Crashed is worth top 10. There
Definitely
must
top
be
10 in my book.
That was a good day. That was laughs abound.
Oh, we were like the whole day. It was like I don't know what I remember what I was doing that day. Like I chilled out in bed all day and like ate pizza and watched movies. And
So your life hasn't really changed.
oh my god, no, I got ice cream right now. I got some Ben and Jerry's over here. But no, seriously, that was hilarious. That was a good day.
Oh, so earlier I mentioned I didn't know who Notch versus thing, Yogscast, whatever. Apparently Nuchum did the video that I was accused of copying, like, for the hardline thing. But that's not top 10, dude. That wasn't even real. I never heard of that guy. But I just thought I'd clear that up.
Oh, here's just something else I'd like to talk about.
They're saying Fake Nuke 10th. Dude, Fake Nuke is
Fake Nuke's
one. Fake
Yeah,
Nuke is
Fake
the
Nuke's
undeniable king of YouTube drama. Fake Nuke was...
Explain the fake news.
Fake Nuke is the only
What?
one that
Oh,
actually
iFly-
entered the channel.
iFly doesn't know the Fake Nuke.
I
So
don't.
Well, let me
G
tell you
Unit...
Oh, can I tell it? I want to tell it.
Show him the video.
I will
Hey.
back off.
So there's this dude named Shaggy or G Unit 123, and he was an up and coming YouTuber, and he kind of was over aggressive as far as like his tactics, as far as like getting known. And instead of just putting out videos, he would really push it hard. Like he would everything possible to get his video seen, he would do. So he got a machinima, and he put up 2 videos. The first video he did was a domination game of Modern Warfare 2, where he supposedly gets the world's fastest nuke. In like what was it, like 30 seconds or a minute and a half or some stupid thing like that.
Yeah,
It was 30
crazy
seconds.
short.
30-second nuke. When you watch the video, it doesn't look legit. It didn't look legit. Like it just seemed a little odd because there's 6 people and they all go to one domination point and just stay there and wait there until Shaggy gets to a point where he throws a Semtex and gets a 6-in-1.
Can I interrupt
And then,
you?
yes.
What actually happened is 5 people ran to B-Dom on terminal, and 1 ran under the plane, and then realized, oh shit, I'm not standing in his nade spot, and then he ran back to B after it was capped.
Oh.
And then he got a 6-in-1 nade.
I'm the one that broke this story because I called it almost instantly, and I put a video up that same day. And most of y'all don't know I played Modern Warfare 2 more than is healthy. I was actually in the top 10
I
in
know.
kills on PS3.
Dude, you made 10th Prestige in that game on both consoles.
Well, I made 10th Prestige before November ended.
Yeah, you wanted to be the first legit 10th Prestige in PS3 on the world, but hack problems prevented you from being it.
I was
If
the first one.
First legit, maybe. Not
The
first.
first legit, yeah.
Not
I was
top of the lead,
I was
yeah.
the first legit 10th Prestige in Modern Warfare 2. Like
Okay.
Ernest Lee was the first in Modern Warfare 3, but I had played Terminal Domination so many fucking times. I looked at that route and I'm like, impossible. So I actually got 5 guys together in a lobby, and we ran that same route. And the only way we can mimic that video was the starting team of 6 would have to lay tack inserts, and then by the time they got the tack inserts down and got to the B flag, it would cap at the same time. You would come out the hallway where the glass is, where he threw that Semtex. And I'm like, this is how he did it. Any
Basically,
other time,
yeah. Go ahead.
So, or go ahead.
any other time you'd probably be 4 or 5 seconds late to actually get there and get that 6-man Semtex. And what he did is he gets the 6-man Semtex, he has hardline on, he casts the Harrier right where they put the tack inserts, that takes him to the chopper gunner, and he gets his nuke because they're spawned in A now.
Yep. So it looked like the perfect game. Like, oh my god, this guy got a 6-piece nade, and then he got a Harrier, and the Harrier bomb drop got him because everyone had a tack insert. The Harrier bomb drop got onto it. It was like a 5-piece bomb drop, and then he got a chopper gunner, and then he mowed everyone down. In 30 seconds, he had a Modern Warfare 2 nuke. And it was the fastest nuke ever. And he would not admit that it was fake. And then shortly afterwards, he followed up with a knife-only nuke. And he wouldn't admit that was fake either until eventually...
Can I tell you my involvement with that?
Mhm.
Okay, so when Modern Warfare 2 was out, the one goal that I wanted is I wanted to get the knife-only nuke, okay? Playing. The most aggravating thing you'll ever try to do is try to get a knife-only nuke in Modern Warfare 2 in its heyday. Just... fucking, I was damn near on the verge of tears trying to get this fucking game because it's so frustrating.
But I can imagine.
So I ended up dying on like 22. I'm pissed off. I look at my computer. It's one of 15 messages Shaggy had sent me that day. And I'm like, what do you want, dude? Like, not a good time, but what the fuck do you want? And he just like, I really want to do a dual commentary with you. I was like, you know what? Get a fucking knife-only nuke, and then we'll do a dual commentary. You're not going to. And I was just mad, thinking that that's an impossible task. Go get it. And he goes and fakes it. And so then he's like, I got the nuke for you. And so I was like, fuck it, let me do a commentary. Like I promised I'd do one. I did one on my channel. And then after that, then he got his machinima contract. Fisticuffs always said he got his contract. I think I had a thing to do with the contract. I don't care. But that knife-only nuke was because I was angry at the game and said, go ahead and get one. And then he obviously faked one. Like he'd get people in lobbies to basically, fake play, and he'd get games that way. So he faked a nuke, didn't admit it. He finally admitted it like 2 weeks later with Hutch. And then ever since that day, to this day on his videos, everyone just dislikes his videos and says fake nuke. That's all they say.
Years and years have gone by. Like 3 years have gone by. And people are still like nuke faker.
Hey, I'm still saying that Wasteland game was fake too. I don't know
Dude, not just that one, man. The Wasteland. So people don't know. Do you know his actual score in that Wasteland game?
It was upper 50s, lower 60s, and like
And single
one with
digits.
a Spaz 12 silence.
Yeah, he rocked a shotgun on Wasteland, and he just sprinted all around the open all game long and blasted people with the shotgun. And there was one line in there. He's like, people don't know this, but you can dodge bullets by hitting like XOX. And we're all like, what? You can't fucking dodge bullets in Call of Duty. Like, but that was like part of his thing. Like, it was like his tip. Yeah, plus XOX. You dodge bullets in this game, they can't be shooting you. And he just ripped it up. But dude, there were a lot of them. I remember he was playing a game on Scrapyard with the pump action shotgun, and he found himself in like bad breath distance inside one of the planes against 4 or 5 people. And he sat there and used like 8 shots to take out 5 people, and he got all of them, like a 5-piece, in the same room with the pump action shotgun, like 8 shots, while they all like badly missed above his head or didn't shoot at all. And like this sort of thing cast a shadow over every game he had. He had a search and destroy nuke that looked kind of legit to me. Like if it's fake, I was fooled. And but dude, like you can't even post impressive gameplay if you're cheating.
I remember him trying to get me the shot out. I'm like, look here, dude. I'm not shouting this out. Even if this is legit, let's look at it this way. What if Sean Anders, because Sean Anders got the first kill streakless nuke. What if Sean Anders spit that first kill streakless nuke and he had a team of Riot Shield guys following him to get it? Would it have been as legit as the one he got?
No.
No.
It wouldn't have. And that's what he had. He had a bunch of Riot Shielders on a search and destroy while he got all the kills. It's basically what we're talking about now, gameplay boosting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was gameplay boosting, I guess.
Like,
yeah.
Here's the thing, dude. Like, search and destroy Moabs. I know it sounds a little ridiculous, but like first off, in order to get a search and destroy Moab, you need to literally lose a round on purpose because there's just not enough kills. And second of all, most of these search and destroy Moabs that I've seen, not all, but most, you have like a team of riot shielders using recon for you. It's like anybody could do that. If you had 5 other people chucking out recon grenades, you can get that easily. Like, it just makes it not special when you do it with groups like that.
Yeah.
It's just a personal opinion, and like a lot of people get butthurt about that because like they base their channels off that. But it's like, well, I'm sorry, dude. Like I actually go out.
I'm always under the impression gameplay should come from what happens naturally.
Exactly. Just like a montage. Like think about it. Gameplays and montage clips are kind of the same thing. If you're good at the game and you play it enough, you're going to get that gameplay. If you're good at the game and you play it enough, you're going to get that montage clip. But if you have to set up the clip or set so many things in your favor for you to get that clip, then it's cheese. It's cheeseball status.
That's why I always tell people I don't tell you what to run. Don't run whatever the fuck you want. Don't throw ballistic vests at my feet. Play like you want to play, because guess what? If you put that video up and there's a vest at my feet, I'm most likely not going to put it out there.
Oh, I have a lot of videos that I have to toss out because the other team will be fans of mine and they'll
allow
like,
you to kill them. It's like, no,
allow
you
them
don't
to kill
allow
me. I'm
to kill
like, dude, you're killing. Like that's so annoying.
Dude, that never happens to me.
That
The other
happens to me
team
all
is
the
just
time.
filled. It turns into like a game battles match. And
Yeah.
I remember I was on Reddit, and I was proud of this actually, because I treat my subs well when I just bump into them randomly. And someone said like, "Hey, I bumped into this famous YouTuber. He got like killed 3 times and he quit out the game." And someone said, "I bumped into a different famous YouTuber. My friends and I all beat him and he quit out the game." And someone else said, "I bumped into Woody's gamertag. We put on our try-hard pants and played really well. He invited me into a party and we played together all night long." And I was like, that's the one I want to be. Like that's cool. But
yeah.
and it happens in free for all and like the community playlist free for all, like gun games and stuff. It happens a lot because you can all talk to each other, and it just turns into this like party atmosphere filled with people who are so into Call of Duty that they never miss a video.
Yeah. The problem with that free for all gun playlist is that when I get in there, I want to play all or nothing, and that's it. Like I don't want to play one of the chamber or 18 guns. I can't win 18 guns, and one of the chambers a camp fest. So like a lot of times I'll leave because that's the only option, and people will be like, "Why'd you leave? I'm a sub of yours." And I'm just like, because I literally can't win that game. It's impossible for me to win that game. I don't shoot. So like, what do you want me to do?
I'm gonna be a little big headed here. I fucking own one in the chamber. If anybody's ever watched me play it.
I'm good at one of the chambers.
Oh, and first off, 2 videos I hate from you. The One Man Army Noob Tube video from way back in the day. I will always hate you for that. And a video that you did on how to do well at All or Nothing. And the reason why is because your tip was to use the pistol. And that's the most aggravating, annoying shit in the world. Just saying.
Oh, man. If anybody ever played with me, I'm good at 2 things. I'm good at pistol whipping, and I'm good at camping.
Wait, what do you mean your tip is use the pistol in All or Nothing?
All or nothing. I mean, like, the tip is, most people, like, want to pretty much knife only in the game. In mode, I'm like, no, dude. Use that pistol. It's to an advantage. Use the Stalker Pro to your advantage. Always keep moving. Always try to juke them. Never so with the same pattern.
Yeah, I do. I use when I have bullets. I'm walking backwards when we shoot.
They give you to use it.
You know what's weird about All or Nothing is I don't seem to get bullets.
On that unsub button so strong right now.
When I play All or Nothing, I don't get bullets as reliably as I expect to. Like, I don't know
hate
what.
when you kill the first dude and he doesn't drop the scavenger pack.
Yeah, and that I haven't quite figured out the pattern yet. It seems like oftentimes, sometimes I'll kill 3 guys and still not have bullets. I'm like, what is happening here? Have you seen that?
I've seen that plenty of times.
I'm friends with the dude Box of Demons, who's the guy who like.
Oh, I've played with him. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, and he explained it to me, but it was something along the lines of, for your first streak, if you can go flawless, then you don't need bullets or something like that. I know it sounds really weird and stupid, but like that was kind of the mentality in the first initial go around. So I don't know.
So I don't have anything to knock number 10 off the list here, unless someone has.
Well, Keemstar's hitting me up right now. He wants to know, Blade, are you going to pay him his $100?
For what?
Number 10, OnlyUseMeBlade. Welcher's on bet.
When he makes a video, then sure, why not?
All right, well, there's your answer, Keemstar. When he makes a video.
And why is Keemstar talking to you? He has like every form of communication that I have. Like, no, that thing, that's not a controversy at all. That thing was me saying I don't believe Hutch is going to come back and make a video, and you.
Wait, did he make a video?
He's been
Yeah.
live streaming a bunch, but that's it. He hasn't made a video. He hasn't made a commentary. So
It's gonna come.
Yeah.
Like, I still stick by the video I made that Hutch isn't doing this coming back because of money. Hutch is coming back because he misses having all that interaction with people. Like, if I was like to not be without this a month, I wouldn't know what to do because here I'm somebody. If I go to my regular Facebook, I'm Jordy, and then Jordy's fucking boring. He's kind of a dull person to hang out with. But Wings of Redemption is a whole different story.
I understand that. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for Hutch because I'm not Hutch. So I don't know.
No, that's the
Could
reason
you leave this? I got a question though. Could you leave this?
if I was if I was like forced to, like say I got to the point where I couldn't afford the internet bill and it was like internet bill or eating and stuff like that, yeah, I don't think I could leave it that way. But like if I had the choice of you can keep doing this without pay or
Okay,
not do it at all, I would keep
maybe-
doing it without pay.
So let's say there's a situation where somehow you had a rich uncle somewhere that left you $5 million.
Oh, I know
tax
exactly
free.
how to answer this. I know exactly. You know what I would do?
What?
I would hire a fucking crew to follow me around and be like, "What's up, bitches? We in the fucking Palm Islands today," and just be doing videos.
Just Wings in a big Hawaiian shirt. What's up, bitches? Look at this drink. It's got an umbrella in it in case it rains.
I've often wondered that. Like, do you think that you would? Do you think that there's stuff that you would do with your YouTube channel that you think there's things that you would
things
say?
I would change about my YouTube channel. There would be no like second guessing what I'm saying if I was a millionaire.
Yeah,
That wouldn't even calculate in my head.
you would just say it and just say fuck it.
Yeah, names would be dropped every video.
See, I think El Presidente was talking about this on Twitter, man. He was saying he was talking about the Wild West, like back in the day, like 07, 08, how YouTube was different than it is now. And he was just saying, man, back then cards would get pulled so quickly that, nothing really funny went on because you would just get called out on a lot really quickly. Now people don't really call people out on shit,
Dude, I hear you. I get called out on shit I don't even do. I get called out on shit that other people do, and they give me a hard time
Well,
about
I
it.
got called out last night by Fist. Y'all see that bullshit?
Did you do anything?
Well, I put up a video that says M16 old versus new, where I talked about the how they patch the weapons, and I said the M16 is better than what it used to be, but it's still not as good as the Type 95 in a rushing scenario. So if you want to rush with the Type 95, go ahead and do it. If you want to snipe or camp back, the M16 is still the better choice. Fist accused me of compiling old gameplay, accused me of not actually playing the game and using the new weapons. He accused me of not actually testing the weapons out. And like, come on, dude. I had to actually break out Gyazo and show him my COD Elite from the gameplays where I pulled from and show him what my KD with M16 is. And
That's bullshit, man. I hate it when people accuse you on faulty proof.
it's like the patch ain't out on PS3. I had to go on the COD Elite forums and actually show him that the patch was listed under the PS3 out as 8.1.
I had a guy say that he had proof that the letters on Mail Monday were fake, and they're not, I swear to God. Because a guy who was 20 used the term BFF, and a 20-year-old never would. So I'm breaking this down, and I'm like, so your theory is that BFF is much bigger among the 39-year-old community, me. And I wrote the letter on his behalf, and its BFF inclusion means that it was probably me, not this guy half my age? What the fuck?
These YouTube people need to become lawyers. Or fact finders or something.
Bad lawyers? That's not a fact.
No, but I'm saying to stay up and like go through videos. Like I've seen people go through like how many videos I have? Like 600. I've been doing this for like 3 years. Like someone sent me a video from like a 2-year-old video to say that I was a hypocrite because of something I said 2 years ago. I'm like, how
Were you?
Like,
Were
you
you?
had to go through my videos to find that.
Dude,
I would
someone
answer-
called
I would
me a
answer
hypocrite
this.
for participating in the YouTube drama because I favorited that video. And you were like, but it's T-Mart. And T-Mart's Woody's buddy. And there's different rules for that. And I had just watched a Keemstar video where he said, oh, the reason that we did this thing on Raw Instinct's behalf is he was going to do a shout-out. And this podcast is my baby, and I will lie, cheat, and steal for my baby. And like I was thinking, like somehow those two things sort of matched up to me. Like I do loyalty well, right? It's in my wiring. And T-Mart's my friend, and I favorited a video even though normally I don't participate in drama. So that's the deal. Was I a hypocrite? Yeah, I guess so. But whatever. He's my friend.
What I don't understand is, like, I can't stand being called on some shit like I said 2 years ago. Look here, motherfuckers change. Your opinion changes every year. You grow older. You experience different things. Your mind can change on topics and values. Because you were hard set on something right now, you might not be hard set on something 3 years ago. Let's look at Limp Bizkit, for example. I used to love Limp Bizkit, but when I loved Limp Bizkit when I was like 15. Now I can't stand Fred Durst because I just lost the desire of the music. I used to hate Coldplay. You know what I was playing in my truck earlier? Coldplay. Because I learned to acquire the taste of music of that. It's just different stages you go through in life.
Someone in the chat says, talk about advanced UAV trolls. And
I'm going to talk about Advanced UAV. Let me talk about that motherfucker. He is a kid that is probably going to go far in life because he is an entrepreneur at age 12. He sees past the normal bullshit. What were you doing at age 12? You know, finally figuring out what your dick does?
I was just going to say counting pubic hairs. All right, carry on.
It's just stupid. You're hating to fucking hate. Advanced UAV is your Leonardo DiCaprio. That's what he is. And you know what's sad? Your Leonardo DiCaprio is a 12-year-old that enjoys putting up videos on YouTube.
Can I explain the Leonardo DiCaprio reference?
Yes.
Wings of Redemption once did a video where he said, when I was a teenager, I hated Leonardo DiCaprio. And he went on to explain that the reason he hated Leonardo DiCaprio because all the girls in his circle of influence at the time just loved this guy. They thought he was the greatest. And Wings was like, I hate you because all these girls that I wish loved me actually loved you. And he's like, now, the more mature, older version of me looks back and says, you know what? Leonardo DiCaprio is a pretty good actor. If there's a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio in it, it's probably a good movie. And he stopped hating just to be a hater. He grew out of it. And there are a ton of people who say, why did Flux HD get a shout-out? Painkiller already was completely irresponsible in giving this person whatever some exposure because I would have been more fitting for that shout out. Why is Advanced UAV doing so well? I don't think that his videos are better than mine. Therefore, I hate him. It happens all the time. I think it happens with me amongst some of my YouTube commentator peers. All the guys who make videos about me, I don't even talk to them. I don't know them, etc. But they sit there and pretend like they've got the inside scoop on me and that I'm some sort of bad guy. But the reality is, what they're thinking in their heads is, I think my videos are better than Woody's. I should be more successful than Woody. I'm not, and therefore I hate him. That is the
tips for that. Take the fucking initiative. You know how Flux HD got a shout out? He took the initiative to actually try to get on the Painkiller already. He took the initiative and showed the heart to actually earn his shout out. Let me tell you a story. Everybody was getting SCUF controllers. Everybody I knew had a SCUF controller. I'm like, man, I want a SCUF controller. Why haven't they contacted me? And then I realized what I was doing wrong. I was waiting on somebody to give me something for free instead of actually going to them and expressing interest. If you want something, go for it.
I've given that advice.
Wait for it to hold your hand.
I've given that advice in 100 times. Someone says, Woody's scared to mention Wings vs. Syndicate. I'm going to say F you, and it is number somewhere on this list.
I don't think you
7.
mentioned it. I mean,
No, it is. It's number 6. We called it
Number
Why You
6.
Stream That Shit.
Oh, why you stream that shit? Okay.
Anyway, yeah, in Mail Monday, oftentimes people are like, I'm not sure if she likes me. Dude, you want the prom queen? You go out and you ask her. And if that doesn't work, go get the freaking homecoming queen. You know, make a move. you can't sit there and sit back and say, damn it, this sucks. The world didn't come to me. The world doesn't come to you. Go get some.
I mean,
No.
like, count how many girlfriends you're going to get while you're sitting in front of your computer. And then count how many girlfriends you're going to get if you go ask a girl out on a date.
I know a couple people that get a lot of girls off the computer. Kyle, back me up here. That could be done, right?
It could be done, but
Kyle, do we still have you? He's in the chat, but I don't know if he's nearby.
the idea is that there's no girls in your house, so the girls are outside the house. So normally you'd have to go outside the house to find the girls.
Yeah. But Kyle?
That's a 101 kind of thing. That's pretty basic info. But yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised how many people don't do that, or like they either resent the world for not handing it to them, or they're just a little shy about going and making things happen. And you got to go make things happen. It's. The
I
difference
wish I
between-
was more shy. I wish I was more reserved or like.
Yeah, people are bringing up a good thing. And Nicholson in the chat here is bringing up Jake scoping. I think that should be on the list somewhere because it actually got Respawn to change their demographic.
change their demographic.
Yeah, Jake
Yeah.
scoping is what made them change, like start having requirements to put stuff on Respawn.
Really?
Yeah, because this guy was like, he had like this Jake scoping video or montage where he'd like cut out all the middle section of a hard scope and call it a quick scope, which he called a Jake scope. And people hated that video. It had like record number dislikes.
Can I go through the list again? Because I keep getting accused of like ignoring topics. So here's our top 10 list so far. Number 1, fake nuke. Number 2, giveaways. Number 3, bumping. Number 4, raw instinct copies T-Mart. Number 5, billionaires fake suicide. Number 6, why you stream that shit. Number 7, JX23, girl, I can hardly read my writing anymore. Oh, girl rescued from apartment for potential rape. I have 2 number 4s, my mistake. Can I start over? I'm so sorry. Number 1, fake nuke. Number 2, giveaway. Number 3, bumping. Number 4, raw instinct copies T-Mart. Number 5 should be JX23 gets pedo pics in exchange for shoutouts. Number 6 is Billionaires Challenge Fake Suicide. Number 7, why you stream that shit. Number 8, JX23 girl rescued from apartment from potential rape. Number 8 is Woody versus Obviously Jealous. Number 9 is gameplay boosting, and number 10 is Junkyard takes down Machinima. There might be a problem with this list. I think I have 2
Yeah.
Yeah. But so we might have, since we have 11, we might be done.
What is going on?
I don't know. It's one of those really uncomfortable silences that Painkiller.
Yeah, I was fixing my numbers. They're saying miscategory. A lot of people are saying White Boy gets robbed. I don't think that's a drama.
That's not a drama.
Yeah,
No
that's not
comment on
one
that
at
one.
all. D-Treats gets Optic disqualified from the Frag Cup.
No, that was that
Whatever
was like
happened
maybe
to D-Treats?
that was a 6-hour dilemma, and then we got over it.
Whatever happened to D-Treats? Did he fall off the YouTube scene?
Remember, the golden rule is if you unsub or don't watch a video, then you just assume the channel died.
Who are we talking about? D-Treats?
D-Treats, because he used to be like, everybody considered him the best quickscoper. Like he was the barometer of quickscoping.
I'm not sure. No, I don't want to cast any negative light on the Optic world. I think it might be that after that
I
controversy,
still don't
he
understand
lost.
the phase world, so I had to figure the Optic
He
out
lost
either.
his enthusiasm. Well, no, because people don't know Optic Hex is a stand-up, terrific, like human being. Like he's an awesome guy. He actually just wrote me on Skype. I think at around that time he lost his enthusiasm for YouTube, and he doesn't.
I know he took that cheating thing really hard because he got like one of the Optic Pro teams eliminated, or it might not have been the Pro team, might have been one with Hex on it.
It was that one.
To me, okay. Oh my God, I'm fucking prepared for the hate.
But they were winning in that situation, but he just got kicked.
Well, didn't he like switch to a sniper rifle, or is that something different? I thought they were playing like a competitive game.
Here's the deal: they were playing a competitive game. It was Frag Cup. Respawn was dominating the Call of Duty community at the time. All the channels were just little moons, and Respawn was the planet. And they held a tournament called the Frag Cup. It was a domination game. And Optic Nation fielded 2 teams. 1, a team of pro players, and 2, the team of like snipers and such that were also very good players. Optic Heck was on that second team, and so was D-Treats. D-Treats had a class that I want to say took advantage, but that wasn't a good explanation, and I'll tell you why, of the fact that you could get like a 5th perk. Like there was this bug in Modern Warfare 2 that let you put a perk where your stun grenades go. And I think that's what it was. And anyway, the perk, if I recall, was Hardline. So he ran 4 perks, but he didn't have any stuns because he had Hardline in his stun spot. And everyone was like,
kill streaks, and there's no kill streaks in that game type.
No kill streaks, right? That's the key thing. That's why I didn't like take advantage. You know, my personal term. So he actually had a disadvantage on his class, but it wasn't a legal class, even though it didn't help him because he gave up his nades for Hardline in a no kill streak game. It got the team disqualified, and for a short time, Optic got a lot of attention for it. So yeah, he had a modded class, and his claim was that he didn't realize it was a modded class, that he accidentally got into a private lobby that did these things to him. That must have been what happened.
Okay. I mean, I remember that
bringing
whole
up fucking YouTube legends here.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Yeah. Dude, the YouTube game's kind of fun. Like, okay, as a YouTube commentator, I hate drama. I hate being in it. Oftentimes, it's fairly profitable for me, but every time, I swear to you, I would give the money back. I remember one time I was in a feud with someone, and it's not who you're thinking of, but he was like, dude, we're both making money, and I'm like, I legitimately have, like, pains from stress in my neck and shoulders. You know, like, my stomach is upset from what's happening to me in this YouTube drama, and I would gladly give back whatever extra attention or views I got to have made it never happen. Like, that's my take on the YouTube drama. But when I'm not in it, and I'm just, like, on the side watching, I find it to be juicy and entertaining.
With the right people, though, like, I think, like, some people get into YouTube dramas, I'm like, those guys aren't good arguers. Like, that's not... Like, I love when El Presador gets into YouTube drama with people because, like, he's good at it, you know? So it's like, I like to watch fights, but I also don't want to watch 2 people that are bad at fight, you know?
Oh. Speaking of which...
I enjoy watching that. I'm speaking for himself.
Oh, you know what's the best? I'm trying not... the thoughts in my head would come off cross as racially insensitive. So what I'm saying is, what's really great is when 2 people get in YouTube drama and they have talent at rapping. That's the best. That's the best. That when they start getting into rap battles like Frog the Barber did, and who was the other guy? Was it's Hard 8 Times? Was it Jive Turkey?
It was hard 8 times, yeah.
Yeah, and dude,
hard 8 times is good at rapping now.
Dude, they had legit like hate for each other, and they settled it via rap battle.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Oh, that was my favorite. It was like, and Frog the Barber cracked me up. I think they all hate me, by the way. Like, I don't know why, but they all hate.
Didn't hate us because what sparked the controversy was us giving Frog the Barber a shout out.
I know.
And then it wasn't cool in his inner circle to actually like Painkiller already.
Dude, if me helping somebody prevented them from hating on me later, then most of YouTube would freaking love me. Right, they'd be nonstop because just about everybody's gotten a boost from me or PKA or something at some point. But anyway, yeah, Frog the Barber came back, and I wanted him to like handle all my disputes going forward, like whatever. What are these here? Bumping. Frog the Barber, handle this, motherfucker. Do you think bumping's a problem? And I can't rhyme with problem. I already suck. But yeah, it would be incredible to have Frog the Barber.
Is it true you can't rhyme a word with orange? Is that like the unrhymable word?
Yeah, that's the one.
You can't rhyme it.
I've seen it. If you give it a little artistic
Yeah, like
leeway,
orangey, porangey, pudding pie, slap the rapper in the motherfucking eye, something like that.
I've seen. There was a Doors song where he rhymed orange with door hinge. White Boy's got a good one. White Boy just wrote me. He thinks Hutch's black sister is number 7.
No,
Oh,
no.
that was
that-
stupid. That's what that was.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
Actually, you know what?
I
That was
remember.
a controversy. That was a controversy because it's not more really the black sister part. It was the putting up that free for all game part that everyone seemed to want to talk about.
Dude, so here's what happened. Hutch put up a video called "Stupid People Are Stupid," and in it, 2 people were arguing who, by their style of talking and their tone of voice, you could tell were black. And they were arguing back and forth. I think it eventually, they were challenging each other to fight over Xbox Live and stuff like that. And Hutch didn't say a word in this video. He just uploaded their argument amongst each other. And it was kind of funny, and I watched it and giggled or something and went on my way. Well, some people found it to be racist that Hutch called people who were black and arguing to be stupid. Like if they were white and arguing, he would have said smart people are smart or something like that. I don't know. But, Hutch is like, dude, racism was not in my heart. It's not that they were black. It's that they were stupid. It's that they were behaving really dumb. And Hutch had, I don't know if it still represents his current thoughts, but he had this thing where censorship was really bad. So he didn't take down the video, he didn't delete a single comment, etc. He just absorbed he didn't do anything in terms of damage control. He just let it sort of go wherever it was going to go. And then I think GFX Labs made a follow-up video saying that, the video, I think it genuinely hurt him at his core. I don't think he was just trolling. I think, sometimes people are sensitive about issues, and GFX Labs was sensitive about this topic, and he didn't like the video that Hutch uploaded. And then Hutch made a really good counter video saying, look, I'm not racist. I worked at a restaurant that had Latino people in it or something, and they all spoke Spanish, and I learned to speak Spanish, and I, worked amongst them as if I was part of the deal. And his sister was black, and, he just sort of laid out his I'm not racist credentials, which I found to be pretty convincing. And then GFX uploaded a video with just laughter, as his counter. And
you forget all about NASA 1 jumping in and chiming in and shit.
Did he jump?
Yeah,
which way did he go?
On NASA 1.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
What did he say? Was he anti-Hutch?
Yeah, very anti-Hutch.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't think Hutch did any. Well, shucks, now I get blamed for Woody's racist. Hutch uploaded a video, but as I watched the video, I didn't see any racial intentions behind it. You know what the number one thing is here that we're all overlooking? OnlyUseMeBlade hates squirrels.
Yes.
I thought we got past that.
He especially hates squirrels that are 10% gay.
I literally did not upload a gameplay I got because there was a couple people in the lobby that actually had squirrel in their name, in their gamer tag. And I just didn't want to bring it back up. So,
I'm a bad person,
it's a
and
joke,
this is
but
why. Blade actually doesn't like the squirrelist accusation. It's not to say that he loses sleep over it or anything, but in his, if he had his preference, he'd never hear another squirrelish joke again.
Yeah.
But I find it so funny that I can't stop.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you ever
It's
seen
one
the
of those
picture of
things-
the squirrel with the big nuts?
No.
I think I have, yeah. So the show's been going on pretty long. Is it about time to wrap? We're 2.5
It is about
hours
time
in.
to wrap.
I thought it was a pretty good show. It was more. I expected to do YouTube drama for 15 minutes and then sort of move on.
You know what? I think the reason for that is because YouTube time and actual time is really, really different. So like this whole drama with the Raw Instinct and stuff like that, it's only been going on for like 2 or 3 days, but it feels like a month. And I think that we've hit that wall where, unfortunately, Painkiller raised on Thursday, and I think we're not interested in the story anymore.
But we talked about it longer than I expected. I thought we'd move on to other stuff. Let me just run down this list one last time. I'll try and say it clearly. So we have the official top 10 list of
I don't
YouTube
agree with
dramas.
the order, but whatever.
See, I'd love to work out the order.
Should be number 2.
No way. This
Yeah.
Raw Instinct thing is at the end of its life. I think that...
I don't think it's at the end of his life now. I think those jokes are going to be here for months.
I think
Really?
the jokes are
Gonna
going to
steal
be
this
there,
video.
but like the concentrated us talking about it is. I don't know. This is my third podcast.
Well, let's leave on this note.
And this is my third podcast talking about that. So maybe I'm tired of the subject.
You're worn out.
Yeah.
I think that he will always be tainted by this
Yeah. Oh
as
yeah.
the Team Art copier, but I don't think that it's going to be on anybody's mind after the weekend. Here's my list. I want to get it out there. Fake nuke, giveaways, bumping, Raw Instinct copies Team Art, JX23 exchanges pedo pics for shoutouts, Billionaires Challenge fake suicide, why you stream that shit, JX23 girl rescued from potential rape, Woody versus obviously Jesus, gameplay boosting. That's the closest thing we have to an official list.
Do you think his channel can recover?
Yes.
I don't.
I think it won't.
He's done at this point.
I think it won't because he's 18 and he's probably not good at damage control. Like, all he's doing is...
I don't think he's good at YouTube, to be perfectly honest.
We haven't seen any proof that he is. Like, what we've seen he's good at is copying Team Art. Like, that is...
I mean, it takes no skill to take somebody else's and recreate it.
It takes a little, right?
It takes a little bit. It takes a little bit of everything. But like, when you have to come up with your own ideas and have that content push your channel,
dude, that's the hardest part about this job. Hardest part about this job is every day coming up and writing a new short story or 4 short stories, or whatever it is that you're going to do. Right? That is essentially it. They said he lost his Machinima contract, but that's a subscriber comment. So
that's between him and Machinima. I have no clue about that.
You need to very much take. Like, I've seen subscribers write, like, Woody, OnlyUseMeBlade is putting you on blast right now, and it's like, some people like drama. I'm gonna wait and verify that. So I expect that that's probably not true. Like, don't think that came from me.
The only thing I've heard about it that is, or somewhat, they claim is proof is that on Social Blade it says like what network you're affiliated with, and previously he was affiliated with, or it said he was affiliated with Machinima, and then now it doesn't. So,
is he still a partner?
Let me check. Yeah, it does say he's still a partner, but it doesn't have anything for what network he's with or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know. He plagiarized videos for a year. We haven't seen that he has the ability to actually do what YouTube is, which is come up with original concepts and then make videos about them in an entertaining way. That's what YouTube really is.
I mean, what if this breaks him to such a point where he's like, okay, well, I guess now I have to be me, and then he actually turns out to be a kid that made a mistake.
Right. That would be the way that he recovers, and that's what his next video needs to be. His next video needs to be, first of all, not plagiarized, of course, and it needs to be, good. Like, he should come up with a good apology, like, reintroduction style video.
But he's been doing this since day one. It's not like the fame got to his head or anything. He just hasn't learned that stealing and lying and cheating is bad. Because, I mean, people have been sending me messages about what the kind of experience they've had with him, like GFX artists. And actually, this relates to you, Woody. One guy came to me and said that Raw Instinct told him to just copy one of your videos, all the info that was in it. He wanted the exact same text, just in a different font and different background, and he was going to upload that. I think it was a MW3 perk video or something like that way back when. Mm-hmm. And that's what he does.
Yeah, but he can't do it anymore. The jig is up on that one. He needs to come up with original content. He needs to do his own research.
What do you think his content is going to be? Like, how about we all take guesses before it actually comes out?
I think his next video will be an apology.
I understand that, but like going forward, how would you spin this off if this?
I
this
think
was
it'd
you?
be fun. I think it'd be hilarious if he just kept on doing what he's doing.
just
Like, that would
ignore it
be-
all. Just like here
Now
you
just
go. Got
ignore
another
it
team for you, Modern
completely.
Warfare 3.
I'm
Dude, you
talking
know what he
about
needs to
just
do as his next video?
Team Art video within the hour, and I just think that he will be more successful with all the hate continuing to come in than
think
just
he's dropped
trying to
the ball on the
like
video.
instead of trying to like salvage the house, burn that motherfucker down.
You know what he should do? I swear to God, this might be interesting. He should parody every YouTube mistake, right? Like, just put up a video where he fakes a nuke, puts on a hat, and gets really angry. Like, just goes through the... I wish I could name more of the list, but if he just did, like, everything that is wrong about YouTube, he could sell out on something.
Massively overweight and then struggle to get it back off.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be funny if in his next video he faked a nuke. If he did like an apology over fake nuke gameplay. I don't know. I fear that joke would go over too many heads.
Like, I forgot when we brought this up, but the reason why I brought up the whole thing about Flux HD getting the shout out, and then like his he had like all of a sudden he had a decent sized channel from nothing to like a decent sized channel. I think a similar thing happened here with this, because now you have like, I don't know, 50,000 whatever brand new like active subs, because I'm guaranteed anybody that's subbed to you right now, the next video that pops up, they're definitely going to click on it. So you have all these new people that are like, okay, now what? Do you think that the stigma of being that guy from this controversy, do you think you can live past that? Or
Yeah, I pretty much seen the iflyillini guy to basically become another obviously Jesus, but have like the white cape on instead of the black.
Dude, I am looking at this list. It's mine anyway. And I have bumping higher and I have giveaway higher. And everyone in those things, they didn't sync them.
The only one that really sank anybody was the nuke.
I don't know why. That's the worst thing you could do in the world.
I think the bumping and the what was the other one?
Giveaway.
Yeah, giveaway. That involves a lot more people. This is between.
Well, I'm looking at the nuke
That's
like
true.
this. The nuke's like this. Nuke's like Bernie Madoff stealing from the rich. I mean, everything else kind of like underhanded, like basically the consumer. But the nuke pretty much hit all the directors. Like, we were all going for the kill streakless nukes. We were all sitting there, driving in our cars. They get better sound quality, so it was like perfectly silent around us, putting heart into everything we put up on Machinima Respawn.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this guy that just, all right, guys, let's get into a lobby and let's go ahead and get me this nuke. Let me cash this check.
Back in the day, when FPS Kyle made gaming videos, he used to go into his car to record the audio so that he would have a perfectly silent environment outside in his car. Like, that was what people would do.
And that's the reason the nuke was so big, because everybody put him on blast. It's like, come on, dude, this is fucked up.
Mm-hmm. I think iFly made a really good point, though, that like bumping and giveaway was... giveaways weren't that widespread, but it certainly wasn't like that guy's the giveaway guy.
Yeah, it's more widespread than this thing is.
Yeah, this is absolutely... It's closer to the nuke in that it's really this guy is the copy guy, the plagiarism person.
Yeah.
So, dude, you know what would be funny? Just throwing it out there, Jordy.
What?
I think his next video should be how to avoid speeding tickets.
Yeah, they should. Hey, you can go check out my video right now for tips on how to
How to avoid speeding tickets.
I don't get that joke at all.
Oh,
I just did a video with T-Mark got a speeding ticket last night. So today I did a video of life advanced tips how T-Martin can avoid speeding tickets, and I basically teach him how to use the cruise control in your vehicle.
yeah. The video itself.
I think that's almost as good as me just telling you to look down at the bottom and search and destroy, but okay.
Yeah, right.
The idea is
Dude,
supposed to be it's like painfully stupid, It's a joke video.
it would be funny, though, if he did a couple of those, like a montage of stolen ideas. Like, look down at search and destroy, use your cruise control, fake a nuke.
Press OXO to dodge bullets.
He should quickly answer, like, a Mail Monday question. Just do, like, a 6-minute video where he copies 12 ideas and then, reintroduces himself.
I doubt dude lost his Machinima contract, because it's like what he did, because we kind of police ourselves in the community is like wrong. but like technically what he did there's nothing illegal there. There's
Right.
nothing like against the law about it. You know what I mean? There's no rules for it because it's like unnamed territory. Now, from a logistics side, from like because we kind of govern ourselves, because that's what kind of YouTube originally was about, is kind of like governing ourselves, and like everyone kind of keeps each other in check, kind of like we're like our own little community. Obviously we're like not cool with that, but as far as like the actual rules, nah. There's no rule against it, you know.
Did the Jake shot cost him anything? It didn't, did it?
The
And-
Jake shot?
The Jake Machinima, he's still with
No.
Machinima.
No, he's
he's
done.
Making a nuke, that didn't cause any trouble, right? Like, I don't think Machinima's ever let anyone go for much.
I don't think
they
they've
were
ever let
just-
anybody go besides.
Wait, no, they
obvious-
let.
Yeah,
they let
besides
somebody
OJ.
go. They let
Yeah.
somebody go.
They had Joker, but that was his own, pretty much his own accord.
Oh yeah, Private Joker. I remember he's the guy that put me on blast for giving Flux HD a shout out. He said that by
I got
helping.
another thing to add to the list. The
Okay.
dude crying in the camera because he couldn't, because his Machinima
He didn't like
contract.
Modern Warfare 2.
No, his Machinima contract was too long.
Oh, the brain dead guy.
Oh, that whole thing.
That can go on
Oh,
there.
wait.
I think that can go on there before.
I think our list
one-
is too long.
It's only 10. I mean, the question is whether it bumps gameplay boosting or something.
No, but gameplay boosting is on there. I think
You guys
the
remember the Mildew?
what's his name? The dude that got accused of having raping a girl or something. What is his name?
JX23.
I think one of the JX3s can get off the list.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, which one do you bump?
What are my choices? We got the
Your
we got-
choices are exchanging pictures of underage girls for
That one
shoutouts.
stays on, and the girl.
The
in real
girl
life being raped.
rescued from his apartment for
Yeah,
potential rape.
That one gets taken off.
Okay. And
we throw on the dude with the piano music crying about his Machinima contracts too long.
that was Athene Wins that has the piano music, right?
Yeah,
In black and white.
I think so. Yeah.
I
It
don't wanna-
was a whole thing because he was so sad because what happened is he had signed a Machinima contract and then he wanted to go to a different network, but Machinima wouldn't let him, and so he was crying about it because he felt like some artist that wasn't able to paint the pictures he wanted. Or I don't know what the fuck's wrong with him, but he's
I
getting
actually
paid.
like Athene. If we include it, I need to do it in some sort of more loyal way, like the general Machinima contract length as a controversy.
There you go. That works too. I don't know the gentleman, so I'm not talking shit about him. I just don't know him. And I thought the only impression I have of him was extremely corny. So, but
Yeah. Oh, and they're asking me to explain the JX23 thing. I don't know if I can. It feels like all the details that get out there, he says weren't true, but he never provides his own.
He also threatened us with like lawyers and stuff.
Yeah, I find that to be cute. I don't know. What else do we got? Are there any more on the best YouTube controversy list?
Would you care to explain what what am I looking for here? Man, I can't think of the word now.
You're
So where you
thinking
basically deface someone's
iFlame,
name.
if you you're not allowed to use only use in your series ideas because that's my idea. So sorry. That'd be stealing.
Oh damn! I
Yeah.
gotta take down my only use my Modern Warfare 2 video.
yeah,
Obviously, I'm joking. But
only use me eyesight. Screwed.
You'll see my only use my Modern Warfare 2 video where I play Black Ops and only noob tube for kills the entire team.
Say that. Oh, you only noob kill?
Yeah,
That's not the
entire
terminal
team
one,
could
is
only
it?
kill the other team with a noob tube. You couldn't do it any other way.
Only use me tube.
Only
I actually did that one on MW3.
Nice. That's I hate getting killed with tubes in Black Ops or Modern Warfare 3. However, I do kind of acknowledge that it's hard enough that you probably could have got me with bullets. Like, it's not the same, you're cheap. It's like killing me with the underbarrel shotgun. I don't necessarily like it, but I'm not saying using OP weapons.
all right. As far as getting killed by a knife in the Call of Duty series, which one do you, besides Modern Warfare 2 because of the commando, which one did you get most aggravated by?
Black Ops.
Okay, Woody.
Probably
Like-
Black Ops, but I don't know that Modern Warfare 3 is better. I think it's just worn me. Like I'm done complaining about it.
Yeah.
Also, and this is going to sound sellouty, the scuff controller has turned me from the victim to the perp.
It
Like-
has. I mean, like,
Yeah.
literally, I get my
Fucking-
knife went up 50%.
Dude, yeah, like my knife fight, it is right there. So, God, all right, allow me to finish my sellout-ing. Scuff controllers have these paddles in the back, and rather than take my, because I play on tactical, rather than take my thumb off and hit this, I just tap that guy, and you die. And whenever I play, I can like tap and jump and do my thing. And in Modern Warfare 3, I've had these scuff controllers, and it's brought knifing into my hands. Whereas previously, I kind of had to like decide to knife you. Now I can like, it works better. Yeah.
Use the code BLADE, all capital letters, for your scuff controller discount.
A better idea is to use the code
Bam,
Woody
bam.
in
Go
all
over.
capital letters.
Go over. Go over.
But you get 5% off if you use the code Woody.
6% off with Blade.
That's a lie!
It was. I'm joking.
10% off if you use wings.
Someone said scuff controller disallowed in MLG. Unless that's new, it's not true. They actually are allowed in MLG rules. Like they're legal. So
They don't really do nothing besides just put limiters on the controller itself.
and the buttons on the back.
Yeah.
Buttons
Yeah.
on the back, the trigger stops, the hair triggers.
Better plastic, hair triggers, all like they do a lot. They do like they took controllers and brought them to the next level.
See, this is
But-
military grade grip right here. And this isn't paint. This doesn't make your hand sweat. It's actually like a graphic inlay they put across the controller.
Coupon code Woody, capital letters.
Blade.
I don't know. That's a
Blade's
big
used be
deal to
spelled
me.
in Woody.
That's
So-
the fact that they don't paint the controllers is a big deal to me. I can't stand a painted controller. Makes
A
my
lot
hand
of
sweat.
people have that. Like it, different people have different things they like. Oh, we're talking about scuff controllers now. Different people have different things that make them special to them. But my hands don't sweat when I game, and it's not like one of my problems. Like it's
Mine do. Like I was on a really, really good kill streak one time, and the controller popped out of my hand.
Yeah, see,
Really?
this is a $600
bar of soap.
Viking 360 controller.
$600 controller?
This is a scuff controller. This retails for about $120. I like this one better. This controller here is designed to have no recoil. This is a modded controller. It has a thing right here, a computer chip in it, and a hard drive, so you can download the games into it, and it'll automatically shoot for you by holding the button down. Hold the button down, it compensates the shots for no recoil.
Coupon code Blade.
yeah. To me, the things about them that work best are the hair triggers, the buttons on the back. Like that to me changes the controller. There's other good stuff like Sandy Ravage. The grip is the biggest thing to hit. He loves the grip and finds the buttons on the back not to be his cup of tea. On the PS3, the plastic's much stronger, so you can drop them.
Like you see, this
Whatever.
this Viking controller has 6 extra buttons. You got 2 on the back right here, well 4 on the back, and you got 2 right here on the front. You can barely see them, but like this is the high end. This is the high end Odin on Viking, but this is out of most people's price range. I never use it because I might throw it.
Somebody wrote Wings has a modded controller. Fuck Woody, which is just perfect.
I have a bunch of modded controllers because modded controller companies at one point got in the habit of sending them out to everybody.
Dude, people like they throw the sellout thing around. I only work with companies that I really freaking like. Like the Gamma thing, people are like, "Oh, what do you sell it? Dude, I love Gamma. It is my favorite energy drink. It really is. And if there's any problem with it that I have, it's that it's too fucking effective, and then if I drink it after like 6 p.m., I'm up too long.
And
But-
the reason I have Viking controllers is because they're the only company that even attempted to tackle my Xbox problem.
Yeah, he wanted to play Xbox with a PS3 controller, right?
Yeah.
That was the
And
problem.
they made that white controller for me that I ended up giving away to
Ask
Chuck.
Kappa.
Yeah,
so
ask
he
the
could actually
capper.
play Xbox with his subscribers. Because I looked at it this way, I'm like, this dude will never be able to play Xbox unless he has this one controller which I have, which is unique. And I'm like, I don't really use it that much. It's going to give him more joy than it's giving me. And not to mention, I actually got to the
Hello?
point where I could use the Xbox controller.
Cool. So shall we call the show a wrap?
That's the show, yeah.
All right, that was pretty long. We're going on 3 hours. Next time we'll have to do more silly stuff. We'll include prank calls and
Ooh, we could use it next week. I ain't gonna say it.
all right. Say it after we hang up.
All right.
All right. Hey guys, I hope you enjoy Painkiller already. And Blade self promotes. Fuck Woody. That's how.